do you think? 30-second or 1 minute recap?
Are you going to time
We've
yourself?
got 3 sessions to recap, so I think
Give
it's
yourself 1 minute.
Give myself 1 minute.
Actually,
Okay.
I'll say 3 minutes.
3 minutes. The last time
1
it took me
minute's
5
fine.
minutes because I wasn't timing myself. I have to do, so 1 minute, that's like 20 seconds per.
Yep.
All right.
Key stuff.
Yeah, all right.
Bullet point,
As soon as
bullet
this goes, then I'll have to go. I'll just think off the top of my head. I've got all the notes here, but I've got several pages of stuff.
You can just go for like the quick summary you put on the group chat bit, essentially.
Actually,
it's on Discord, isn't
you're
it?
right. I could just read out all the Discord ones and cheat that way.
That would be cheating, but I think
That would
it's
be
kind of more
cheating.
fun to do off the top of your head.
Actually, I can't really do that because sometimes opening up other things when I have Cakewalk open.
Has anyone restored
confuses
hit
it.
points?
Oh, really?
So I can't check
no.
Discord when I don't have my
Using
phone.
Yes, I
so
do.
I'll have to deal with that.
And
Do
you can add,
do
and
you
you
like-
get full.
I've got
Would you have it?
All right, because you can add these. You can
It's
add
up to whether
these.
you guys want me to read
But
those
it's
off
been
or
helpful
whether
to know last
to
time.
come up with it on the spot.
I'm happy for you to come up with it as well.
That's fine.
Come
Okay,
up on the
let's
spot.
come up with a
Yes,
spot.
that's
Okay,
fine.
right. Let's
Yes,
just go with this, and we'll see how it turns out. Okay. So some child came running. Our town's on fire. There's orcs attacking. Party comes to kind of help. They get to Catasca, the town, put out loads of fires, and they see that people have been turned to stone. So how this happened? The orcs seem to have these basilisks. They train them as dogs, and they turned some of the villagers to stone. So the party goes off, climbs up a mountain, dodging a goat, trying to knock them off. Their way all the way up the mountain, they go to find Old Joe. He is an old turtle who. This is not even close in timing. He finds he needs a bunch of ingredients for the potions. He says, to get this potion to help these people being turned to stone. So everyone tries to go for the potion, goes for the ingredients. They go grab some mandrake roots. They go and grab some petrified honey from some beehives, including a mimic that's pretending to be a beehive. Well, I guess you guys won't know the rest. You guys also went to a frost giant or frost elemental, managed to get like some frost thingy shards, yeah. And you concocted all these ingredients, but lo and behold, they were actually to make his refreshing drink that old Joe loves. And it was all a test for patience because everyone was so rushing around.
What a boy.
What a boy. And the party was split between being very pissed off and the other half who had taken drinks, some of this refreshing drink, and got absolutely stoned on it. And would just listen to the earth like, I can see colours.
What you got to realise is that old Joe, he was very knowledgeable and wise.
You're talking about him in past tense. What happened to him?
Well, he's up the mountain.
Okay. I thought he died. I was like, what? During the interaction, he was knowledgeable.
Some people wanted to end him.
Hopefully he's had a heart attack by now, but
Jesus Christ.
So he said,
very
you've
old
got to listen to the earth. You guys got to chill. So some of you did. And eventually he said, no, we've got to move now. He goes, jump down this river that went down the center of the mountain. And he gave you some water walking potions. Got chucked out. You found these people who were had stolen these children that belonged to the orcs. This must have been why the orcs were attacking the town. They thought they were connected. So these bandits, damn French, can't trust them. You threatened them, managed to save the children. And
one of the children.
One of the children. Took them back to town. And orcs had just arrived. You guys were rushing to get there in time. Got there for the orcs. And you managed to parley with the orcs, give them their child back. They were very happy. And they got the bandits and as punishment turned them into stone so they could be ornaments for their garden, these statues. And you guys are now going off to find the last two children. Damn it, I should have done the 3-minute timer. It's hard doing that to 1 minute, several sessions. You guys are going off because the last two children were sold by the bandits to a group called the Red Threads. So you're going with the orcs because you guys think you know where they might have been. The orcs had bumped into some red coat wearing people that match the descriptions of the Red Threads. So we'll place you guys in. So I guess Benedict has finally come out of his customized state, has come down the mountain, and maybe Othello has
Am I going to worm my way into this?
Yeah, maybe you just arrived at the town because you heard what was going on. You were out and you
I
thought...
split for some reason.
You're like,
I was at the herb gardens having a good time.
Exactly. And you heard Catasca, there was, like, town was on fire, was being attacked. You thought, I've got to go help these people, heal them or whatever. But the three of you were already there. So we'll put you in the situation. You're in the town, you're about to leave to go with the orcs to go and see if you can find these red threads. So we'll plonk you in with that.
As soon as Alan sees Bishop Benedict Buzzington approaching, he's like, oh no, not this guy again.
I kind of stumble in, walk. I've got branches coming out of through my hair, out of my loincloth.
Like actually through the loincloth.
Through the loincloth.
I don't believe we've met.
Well, this isn't... I didn't expect to meet anyone in this kind of situation. I kind of pull twigs out of my hair. I try and yank it from my loincloth. I go for a handshake. I am Bishop Benedict Buzzington. How are you?
Charmed, I'm Pixie Rogue.
Oh, lovely to meet you.
You were with Alan and some others before hunting ingredients.
Yeah, we're walking up the mountain with us.
You missed the tea.
I missed the tea.
Yeah.
Not the tea.
Yeah, that was what the ingredients were for. Best tea ever.
Your frost shard and your petrified onion, it was tea. It made these guys high. Got stoned out the mines there, did?
Wait, no, it was just just relaxing.
Do you have any?
Oh, well...
I think
you got stoned?
Surely you have some. Who got stoned?
We got a recipe for it, but we don't have the actual tea.
Well, luckily for you, I stored some. I stored 2 of the ingredients.
And you still have some on you?
Yes!
2/3 your way to...
I just need a mandate.
We have got an actual mission to do here. 2 of the orc children are still missing.
Yes, we can't be getting stoned. No, that's not what we've signed up for. We are now
But maybe
obliged to find these children.
Maybe the calmness that will come from this tea will help you gather your thoughts.
Oh no, it's all Joe again. All Joe's back.
I do recall I listened to the Earth once, and it really helped us out.
Yeah, you remember, Zarthul. You remember we had the tea, and we learned that you get things done by patience. That's how we found Violet. Look, over there. Hi, Violet!
It's a little orc child in a violet dress. Who had been originally kidnapped, and she'll
I kind of try to wave with confidence while looking like an absolute brambleberry.
Hi, Violet's 8-foot orc father.
She'll keep waving. She's been prodding the statues of these French bandits, just with a smile on her face.
Who are they? The stone? Do we
no, they're the absolute morons who stole the children in the first place.
Oh.
That's not the basilisk.
I thought the mayor did it.
What? No, the mayor would do that. He's an alright bloke.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if you can trust a mayor.
Excuse me? What have you got against mayors? We do a very decent service to the towns that we're in.
I don't know about you, but they always try to lead you on the right path, and they never do that. If you
go full circle,
he's gaslighting so hard. I'm so tired. Yeah, I'm just like, excuse me.
Yes, I would say that mayors are usually quite pretentious. Don't you agree?
Othello approaches and notices Pixie. Hello, Pixie. It's been so long.
It has been.
And are these your friends?
Oh. Hello, no, we've met before, haven't we?
Oh,
Hello,
Alan.
Dr. Othello. Yeah. Nice to meet you again.
Oh, nice to meet you. You're almost forgettable.
Another. Well, I'll take that over what he was saying about me.
Isn't he? Look at him. He's just a puny man.
I didn't mean anything by it. Good sir, good sir.
Thank you all. It's good to have another sane soul around here. They're in short supply these days.
Oh.
Anyway,
looks confused.
So, what brings you to this edge of the woods?
Well, I heard there was fires going on and all sorts of horrible things.
Well,
and
Yeah, we
people
put
being
those
hurt.
out. We put those out. Don't worry. And the orcs have calmed down a bit. But the kids have still been kidnapped, and we still got to go and save them, don't we? Probably the right thing to do.
I'm
Yeah,
very glad
yes.
you're here. We definitely need all the help we can get finding these children.
He's going to be no use.
Excuse me. You should have said I was one of the only ones who was doing anything earlier because these two didn't know where they were, what side of the planet they were on, or anything.
In his defense, he had a nightmare and
You
was a
had a
bit
nightmare?
funny after all of that.
I
was
had
his
a nightmare. I had a nightmare. You were going absolutely silly about that pastry pudding you'd stolen. He wasn't in the best of shape.
Once again, I have never
Pastry
had
bun?
a flufferson bun in my entire life. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure, yeah. There was this boss that made us.
Flufferson bun? What's a flufferson bun?
I don't know. She stole it when she was a kid or
What's a
something. and
flufferson
she's
bun?
got-
Flufferson bun?
Flufferson bun.
Flufferson bun.
Flufferson bun.
Why is everybody saying Flufferson bun?
Have you heard of a flufferson bun?
Yes.
What is a flufferson
What
bun?
is a flufferson
She
bun?
ate one as a child.
I have never had one.
She had two as a child, in fact. That's what I
Two
remember.
flufferson buns.
I've never
even
had
heard of a
one.
flufferson bun. See, the fact that you've eaten 2 flufferson buns, you must be nobility.
I mean, I am very important. Some even may say godlike.
Oh,
By some, I mean me.
You guys will get on very well.
Surprisingly, I think of myself in the same way.
Do you
ahead.
Let me tell you a little bit about myself.
Go for it, go
What
for
was
it.
it? Bishop. Can I call you BB? I'm going to call you BB.
B.
I'm going to call you
At
that.
least call me Triple B.
Triple B.
Triple B.
Sure thing,
Oh,
love. Sure
take
thing.
that.
He cubed, my man.
Yeah, let me tell you a little bit. So, have you been to Cape Antoli?
Is that the main?
My mother is calling me.
That's. Oh, sorry.
It's Cape Antoli.
You take out like a sending stone.
Yeah.
Cape Antoli's the main town there.
No.
So it's where my hut is. In
Yeah.
Yes, I live in Cape Antoli.
Oh, you did. How have we never met? I own the inn.
I own the guidance tent. Have you ever been to the?
Oh, yeah, no, I've never been there.
Oh, I would recommend it thoroughly. It's such a marvelous experience. Everyone who's been in there has come out feeling better about themselves. I show everyone the true light and the true destiny that they were meant to go down.
I don't think I've ever felt bad about myself, so
Well, that's
I don't
good.
think I need guidance.
Everyone needs guidance.
Not me. Not me.
Everyone needs guidance.
Not me. But I actually have a god staying at my inn.
Oh, you do?
I do.
You do?
Oh yeah. I haven't. I'm sure. Did I not mention this when we were here before? There's a god staying in my inn. Have you
Which
ever
god?
heard? Have you ever heard of the Morning Lord? Lathander.
You can roll history. If you're
Okay,
not sure.
I'll-
Religion. Religion would probably make more
Okay,
sense.
I'll roll
I'd also like to roll
religion.
to see if I've heard of this guy.
Oh,
I was
a nice
100%
idea.
about to do a bit of being your mother on the other side of the sending stone, but then I realised the backstory. She told me today about what happened to your mother. And that was-
That was my actual mother, not my
I
character.
know, but I
mother.
was going to do the bit, and I thought, actually, this would bring up so many things.
I've rolled, and I rolled a
Yes.
19.
Apparently, you do know.
20.
That's very good.
1920, 15, and last of all,
4.
okay, so everyone apart from Laura.
You can add your. I mean, you can add your.
Religion.
Have you got
plus
his?
1.
Oh, religion's pretty good for you, actually.
Okay, religion plus 3. Okay.
There's
7.
Oh, still 7. Yeah.
7.
Okay. With a 7, you feel like maybe you've heard that god before, but you don't know
He's a
anything.
hermit, so.
No. I've heard of the Morning Lord. He's a god. He lives in the sky.
For you guys all rolled quite high. The Morning Lord is he's the 15, he's like the god of like new beginnings or whatever. Even if he's like a good god. With you guys with your much slightly higher rolls, like new beginnings, so like births or like starting new activities.
And he lives in the sky.
Say again?
And he lives in the sky.
No, he lives in my inn.
Well, unless you remember he did.
Yeah, he lives in the sky. I'm pretty sure of that.
But
He lives in my inn.
because you're not from the Forgotten Realms, so you,
No. No, I'm from a different plane.
A different plane. Oh, different planes. From Forgotten Realms, a different plane. Yeah, so you would know of the same gods. Yeah, cool.
Why is he there?
He fell out of the sky.
He fell out of the sky. So he did live in the sky.
Well, no, he didn't. He wasn't actually in the sky. He was in another play. He was in some sort of godlike situation, and he was fighting another god, and he got kind of pushed out. And when all of this fractured stuff happened, and he ended up at Cave Antoli, and he was pretty badly injured. So we took him back to the inn.
Back up and go back into the sky then.
Because he was pretty badly injured.
Does he have wings?
No.
Is she an
But
angel?
how is he in the sky?
He's a god, isn't he?
No, he just fell out of the sky. Like, the
So did you see him falling out of the sky?
yeah.
Are you stoned still?
A little bit.
How do you know? How do you know it's just not some bloke who's pretending to be god?
Because he glows.
How do you know it's not a shiny bloke who's pretending to be god?
Yeah, we've seen Storm then.
How do you know?
Yeah.
You just use some really good shampoo, you know?
Yeah.
I know, he
Maybe
hasn't.
he's born with it.
I mean, I am a
Who's
very,
fallen
very
asleep?
trusting person, and you know, if someone falls out of the sky looking like that and tells me they're a god, I haven't got any reason to question it. But yeah, he's in a pretty bad way.
When did he fall out of the sky?
Oh, like
Yeah. I think that was because this was during the alpha playtest, so I guess this would have been like 2 months ago now. I think we're 2 months past the fracture.
a couple months ago. Back during the alpha season.
Yes, the alpha season.
Yeah.
They do beautiful pumpkins in that season.
Oh, yeah, there were some. There is a good pumpkin season, but yeah, it was comes every so often. It was the alpha season.
It's canon now. Alpha season. It's the season where they carve pumpkins. Is this just like Halloween or something?
So there's a god. Maybe when we found these children, we can, because he loves children. Like, he protects children.
Oh, okay.
I want to see if we can make my god fall out the sky. I'd be quite happy if he was a bit less powerful and wasn't forcing me to go on and do all these adventures.
No one's forcing you to do anything.
which
You're
god
your own
was
No, I very much am being forced.
Why don't you just follow your own path?
Because
Shark.
then my village will get burnt to the ground and everyone's going to get killed.
Is that a bad thing?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Maybe that's
actually.
what God's destined for you.
Is that a bad thing?
What? What? He's destined that everyone that I know and love gets killed?
Your village gets burnt down, but for all you know, they may survive. You might go off and find a new village.
Actually, no, he's
Build up.
He's not a very good mayor if he has to go keep finding new villages.
Yeah, I'd rather just the old ones stay there while I go and do this god's bidding.
How many people live in your village?
Like 12.
Maybe we can find a new house for you.
That's
You can
less
stay
of a
in my
village and more of a. I don't even know if that's enough people for a party, to be fair.
Is this what your counselling sessions are like? You're like, yeah, there's people burn and die. It's not on you, don't get that off your mind.
Yeah, just
Move on. New beginnings, you know?
New beginnings. I am following the teachings, like the God in your house. Do you know what? Maybe find loopholes.
What? Find loopholes? I mean, yeah, I want me god to fall out the sky. That would be a good loophole, wouldn't it? If you want me god anymore.
Interestingly, so both of you guys who are clerics,
Mm-hmm.
do you think you'll have tried to commune with your gods? Like, do you try to like ignore like?
I think I only communicate with my god when he demands it, when he gets in my head or appears in a vision before me or something.
Like that one annoying person like calls you up and you're like, oh, that's
Yeah,
my mum
yeah,
calling
yeah,
me
that's
again.
God,
Great.
yeah.
Sorry.
That's not what I meant by my mom calling me.
Oh,
I just like,
just
wake,
like, oh, okay,
wake up in a
fine.
dream, like, it's God again. Oh, my
It's the
God.
third time she's called me. I have to answer now. Yeah.
Mhm.
You won't call her otherwise.
Yeah.
So you've not had a call in the last 2 months, essentially.
Oh.
Which I don't know if that is uncommon. Is he always nagging you, being like, where's my this, where's my that, you know? Where are those
I think
children's
he was-
souls I wanted?
He was, I think, fairly frequent within the first, I think it was only like a couple of weeks before the fracture that he told me to go on doing that. So it kind of was too small of a timescale to really tell how often it was going to be. But so yeah, I haven't heard from him since then.
Nick, I don't know how often, because I forget the god that you have as a Because you're a life
Eldath.
domain. Eldath.
I can't remember.
It was some naturey one.
It was
wasn't
one of the
Like
naturey ones, focusing
life
on
and
water and
nature.
life.
Yeah.
It's like mostly through prayer, but he has had moments where he's felt connected. But it's mostly like a prayer kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you contact them at all? Like, how regularly do you they call you like the
It's like they
known
call me, I don't
child?
call them. It's a 1-9.
Oh, I see. So both you guys are like, well, you give me the good stuff. You give me the magic.
Oh no, like he communicates like it's for prayer. That's his.
Okay, so you mentioned
Yeah.
occasionally
He keeps
pray, but you don't
respectful
necessarily.
distance.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So you guys, this is probably why you've not
Keeps that
noticed
2 meters
last few
apart.
months necessarily. But this is something to keep in mind that you guys will not have been contacted yet necessarily,
Mm-hmm.
but you still have your magic and everything.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
So you haven't been told to do anything for 2 months.
Well, 2 months ago, he gave me a very stern request. He said to do his bidding and make his empire, or everyone that I know and love will be burned and die.
This was the Morning Lord.
No, this is my god.
And who's that?
This is Maglubiat, I believe his name was.
Magnum Beard.
Magnum
Alan pulls out a piece of paper that he's got stuffed in his pocket,
Yeah.
and it just says his name, Maglubiat.
Magnolia.
No.
Magnubeard.
Magnovia?
No, well,
Magnolia.
close enough. Yeah, I read a couple books on him. He's known as Fiery Eyes, the Conquering God, just war conquering God. You know.
And you chose this god?
No, he chose me.
Doesn't seem like that.
Maybe Lathander chose me. I didn't really have a god until now. Maybe that's why he came out of the sky. Or maybe because it's the fracture and everyone came out of the sky. But
It's
or maybe it's divine and maybe
he fell
it's
from the
divine.
sky for you.
Yeah.
He
He
chose.
literally
That is true.
He fell from heaven to be with you.
Do you at least say the classic pickup line? Whoa, God.
I know. I don't think she was. I don't think she would have been that quick-witted. I don't think the bard would have been that quick-witted, actually. Maybe that's what happened. But then Kaz was there as well. Have you met Kaz? Do you know Kaz? Cashew.
Yes, Cashew. Yeah, I've met him a few times.
Cashew.
No, yeah, Kaz, a nice level
Yeah,
guy.
he's
He knows how to
he's
get
a little
things
bit
done.
ill. He thinks he's dead.
He's got scars on his
I think he
abdomen.
I think he might be dead. He looks like he's had some.
Well, no, is he dead or
I've
not dead?
guessed that.
He's not dead. He just had some surgery to move some fat, and they obviously took some of his brain as well, and now he thinks he's dead.
Well, he
He
does.
keeps saying that he's dead.
He does
yes.
think he's dead, but he is a level-headed bloke. He knows
But
how to
I've
get
seen
things
him
done.
moving, and dead things generally do not move.
Are you sure?
I'm fairly
I mean, I
sure.
did see some skeletons move once.
You hear
Yeah.
a crash as one of the statues topples over, and Violet's just standing there looking a bit like.
Right then.
Yeah, but just got going then, shouldn't we?
I say we follow the orcs.
on our feet, because that is how the orcs travel.
By feet. I English good.
The mayor will come up to you guys as you're looking ready to leave, and thank you everyone for helping.
No worries.
So hopefully you'll be able to find the last two. But I had a talk with some of the people in town, and they want to throw a party. So when you guys come back, hopefully we'll. We don't have a lot, but we might have something nice.
I would be happy to perform for you all.
Please don't do
Oh,
that.
I didn't know I was asking for that, but sure. what do you know?
I will happily give you a nice talk on guidance.
Yeah, I'll stick around for some beers or whatever. Sounds pretty good, yeah.
I'd love to join. I've never been to a party before.
Oh.
I've never been invited.
Oh, what's that? You a bit of a party pooper?
Party pooper.
Do you poop at parties?
Only pee.
Only pee.
Only once.
Only one.
But I was a child. And maybe that's why I haven't been invited to any more parties.
That's probably why. Do you know what? Sometimes it's good to poop at parties. Though. No.
Well, you are welcome to come to this party. as everyone's been very helpful at this point.
I am also eager to partake in this ritual of yours, but there's no time now. We need to go and find these
Yes.
reds.
Reds?
Red reds.
Red reds.
That's what I remember.
Red breads.
That's the
I
one.
did say something about reds, I think. Well, I will not stop you then. Go ahead.
Okay, let's head out.
Let's go ahead, yeah.
I try and push my way to the front.
On feet?
In front of the orcs?
In front of the orcs.
We're going to lead the orcs?
Yes.
There might be a bit of tussle, like one of the orcs trying to get in front of you, and you you're both slowly running fast.
And you don't know where you're going.
I'm following the righteous path.
I would like to get to know Violet's parents. I want to go with them.
Sure.
What are their names?
No. Oh, why do you do this to me? You're such a bully.
I do it all the time.
Nothing like a bit of making things on the spot. Yeah, you can turn up. So, I mean, like the rest, they'll all kind of pick up their stuff and get moving. Violet is with her two parents. Most of these orcs here are like mostly all green skin. These two parents, the mother has a bit more yellowish to skin, but they have those similar features to Violet. You know, they've got the same kind of black hair and similar green-colored eyes as well. But yeah, you're welcome to drop and try and talk to them. They're just hefting up the statues. You know, like these 4 people turn out to stare. They're just whoop, just going along with them.
I was going to show Violet some prestidigitation magic tricks and stuff like that along the way.
Oh yeah, let's talk to Violet. A little bit Violet. Do you want to show the tricks and I'll talk to her her parents.
What kind of tricks are you doing? Give me a performance check with advantage, as you've got.
Okay.
As you can do literal magic.
Performance.
I feel like if you can do literal magic, you don't have to be so good at doing magic tricks.
I know. I think that too.
Sleight of hand, just book, boom.
I like the idea that like someone's really good at magic but can't do like the most basic card trick. It's your card. No.
Get all my good rolls.
Magically transforms it. What about now?
20 an hour.
Yeah, they see like this like sleight of hand trick, and they're like, "What? I can cast fibers. I can stop time. How did you do that?" 24 is very good.
Yeah.
She's enamored with what kind of tricks are you doing?
I mean,
here?
it's prestidigitation, so it's just going to be like sparkles and, you know, making images appear and dance around. I don't know. Maybe I play a little story.
Oh, I have that as well,
people.
actually.
Perhaps I play a story of my people.
And the story of your people.
Yeah.
What is the story of your people?
I don't know. So let's just.
What is the story of
I
your people?
remember they come in a house and there's 2 rooms in the house.
That's true. Yes.
Oh, there's like 20 of them. I swear.
No,
Like 2 rooms.
And that's about as far as we got.
Yeah.
Wow, I love the story of your people. Tell me more.
I tell her about how we have a 3rd room, but it's detached from the house, and it's where people go to play.
I wish I had a room just for play.
Yes. Well. I mean, you could always come visit me in my realm of limbo just as soon as I figure out how I get back there.
This is so dodgy, but it's like so the equivalent of getting my car. Go to limbo with me.
To a child.
Just to another realm.
You're nomadic folks, right? You move around?
Yeah.
Huh. I've never left my town until now.
Well, why not?
Why not? I never needed to. I had everything I needed and right in that town.
But you're so good with your instrument.
Well, I wanted to spread my metaphorical wings and travel, but life got in the way. I run an inn, and it's very important, so I just stayed in Cape Antoli, so you can come by on your next travels.
I hate to stay in one place all the time.
I was planning to stay there and cook squirrel, if that helps.
I forgot about this. Are squirrels my favourite?
It's mine too.
I'm very
I'm really
partial
good
to
at
squirrel
it.
now. Zarthul makes a mean squirrel.
Do you do squirrel kebabs?
That is the exact way that I prepare them, yes.
Oh, yes, our little... what's the actual name? Because remember you were calling her Violet, but she had an actual name.
Is it not?
Jortha.
Jortha.
Yeah. Oh, little Jortha, she's such a sweetie pie. Oh, aren't you, Jortha? Gets her cheeks. He's like...
She was so brave.
Oh, I can imagine she was brave.
She was. She didn't let those mean guys get her down. She was, ready to take them on and everything. Like, she was great.
Oh, I bet she gave him the 1-2,
She definitely would have. We looked after her. We were a bit worried, but she could have taken them. For sure.
She looks a bit like...
I approach Violet and crouch down to her. Like, hello, I don't think we've met before. You're Violet?
She'll pat you on the head as you're now.
Aww.
That's what people do to me because I'm shorter. So you're shorter than me.
Oh, okay. I heard you were kidnapped. You're very strong for getting through that. Are you okay now? How are you feeling?
Yeah, they turned to stone.
Oh, so you're coping well.
I'm just imagining the meme of the house fire and the child. You're kidnapped, are you okay?
Are you okay? Yes. It's good to know. That's good to know. We're going to find your friends, okay? Stay strong for us.
Okay.
So how are we actually tracking them? Violet kind of gave some rough direction, didn't she?
Yeah. Some of the orcs said the chieftain you were talking to, he'd said that they'd walked past some group who were wearing the description you gave of they kind of had these red kind of long coats and had... Yeah, that seemed to be the kind of description they had seen, but they just walked past them at a distance. So they kind of retraced their steps to where they thought they were. So they're moving fairly. This is fairly.
Are the orcs all right with Buzzington trying to lead the way?
I was going to say, I feel like orcs might walk a bit faster than us. So maybe we're at the back.
Buzzington sprinting.
I have 30 feet.
Yeah, so do I, but I don't know. I just feel like they have bigger strides.
Okay.
They do have bigger strides. They're all a lot taller than you, most of them. They're all quite units.
I'm power walking. I've got 40-foot move speed.
Fair enough. As a monk, you're very quick and agile on your feet.
I can walk this fast in heels.
Heels the whole time. You climbed a mountain in heels. Wow.
That feels like a very...
I feel like I'm barefoot.
What's worse, climbing mountains barefoot or heels?
Heels, 100% heels.
Definitely heels.
My soles are like rock solid at this point.
How big are the heel?
I have no idea.
Walk on glass.
They'll be like boots, won't they?
Yeah.
I feel like she may put some chunky heels on for the occasion.
Oh, is that kind of occasion?
I think she only owns heels, so she put her chunkiest ones on for balance.
Oh, we're going for a long trek. Yeah, we're going to have the chunky ones then. You'll be walking in mud with tiny stilettos each time.
Oh God. Yeah, I'm at the front trying to kind of stay at the front.
Wait, have we introduced ourselves?
I don't think so. I think I just kind of stormed off.
You're currently trying to... There's one other orc that you were sprinting, trying to outpace each other.
How far ahead do we get from the actual rest of the crew?
Give me a dexterity. I just want to see how quick you managing to move.
Oh, no. That is a 5.
You're moving so quick, and you're trying to keep eye contact with this orc. Staring him down.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure at some point. A tree appears and you smash right into it.
Get more branches.
I kind of do that the thing of just the boing. I kind of just fall back. I get ducks around my head.
You guys might slowly catch up and you just see him with more twigs in the hair, a few more holes in the loincloth. Thankfully not enough to be visible.
I have some pocketed underwear on as well, underneath the loincloth.
Pocketed.
Yeah.
Pocketed underwear.
It's got pockets in it.
Yeah, like underwear
stored
that has like 2 pockets like that.
He stored a magic ice cube in his underwear for several hours in session 3.
Yeah. And the petrified honey.
Wait, you don't have
yeah.
a pack. You just keep everything in your pants.
Yes.
How big are these pockets? Like, are they bulging?
Yes.
How big your pants? Yes.
Is that a massive pocket?
If it helps, I possess a component pouch, apparently. I don't know what it's for.
Probably spellcasting.
Good point.
Yeah, you can either have a spellcasting focus,
Which I do have.
True, or a bag of random stuff.
Right.
So you could be like, I cast a fireball, stamp down your staff, or I cast a fireball, and I kid you not, pull out bat shit and throw it.
I'm familiar with that, yeah.
Yes, because that's one of the ingredients of fireball.
Because Tim makes us burn incense, I remember that.
It's like I'll catch up to you when you're falling down. Like, are you
Yeah,
okay?
I'm like, Benedict, take this seriously, please. Don't just go bumping into things.
I kind of stand up, shake off the twig. It's like, that was very professional. That I was just admiring nature.
Is that your righteous path, is it? Is that where it leads, into a tree?
I think every righteous path just lead to a tree and nature.
Like you run into it, do you?
Aye, as does everyone here. Yes, sometimes you need to run straight into your future. Thank you very much. And I kind of continue, and I give a mean glare.
Do you double down and run into more trees and make it seem like
Yes.
it's on purpose?
Yeah.
That isn't very patient of you.
This is very patient. I run to the next tree.
This is very patient.
I run into it head first.
Oh.
I just kind of talked to that like, so yeah, he's completely insane. Sorry you had to find out like this.
Who are you again? I don't think we've been introduced.
I'm at the next tree.
I turned to speak to you and you just...
You just see me at the
I'm
next tree.
hold up my hand.
I'm not sat down at the next fucking tree.
I'm sensing some hostility there, Alan. Do you not get on with BBB?
I just think he's...
Can't say that in the accent. The accent's bad enough as it is, and I can't say that.
He's just completely insane, isn't he?
Lovely.
What's insane about him besides his fashion choices?
Well, he's running into trees.
He's wearing more clothes than Lavander. He's not been wearing any clothes in my inn. It's been distracting the guests.
Recently, he has been as per our...
Oh yeah, he has, hasn't he?
He came in with a bunch of he came and spoke to a bunch of kids who were being mean to somebody, and then they were laughing at him and he thought they were laughing with him. They gave him some clothes and he was wearing kids' clothes. And he was
all at the same time.
loads of random stuff.
Now he's got glitter thrown in him.
Yeah, you did throw glitter. And he was like, "How can I look better?" And you're like, "Little."
Rightly so.
Right there,
Do you think he would benefit from being able to hear the earth?
Benedict, no, I don't think he'd benefit from anything to do with that tea you had yesterday. I think that.
Well, I think Dr. Othello can hear the earth.
This tea sounds lovely. I'd love to
was
be
very
even more
nice.
connected with nature.
We need to go back to Old
connected
Joe
so
after
much
we've
with
done
you.
these.
You can go back.
We
to
are
Old
definitely
Joe.
going back to Old Joe.
I'd be happy if he fell off a cliff.
In fact, we're going to invite him to come and stay at the inn.
Alan just has plans in his mind to leave Cape Antoli as soon as possible.
You're outnumbered now. You had cast before, but now
Yeah,
you're pro old
good
Joe.
fella. Yeah.
One of the orcs is rubbing his hands as you've smacked into a few trees he's got up ahead. So the one you're chasing with.
Oh, I'm not letting this guy get ahead of me. After a few trees go down, I sprint. And by sprint, I mean I am the socks, the sandals have come off.
He's got 3 pieces of clothing. Loincloth, socks, sandals.
The socks and sandals. You see me do this. I kind of just I aggressively take off my socks, my sandals.
That was the 2.
and then my sandals, then my socks, and I just give a this is the path. And I start charging, full pace, sprinting to the front of the
I
path.
really want to see if he hits another tree.
Rolling on the next stairs.
No, he's taking his sandals off now. There's no way he's going to hit a tree.
Please.
Oh, God.
What's the reroll?
I can't pick it up.
Everyone knows if you wear sandals, you hit trees, but that's why no one wears them.
No, you must have a good modifier, though.
That is 8.
Well, you don't hit another tree, but I do think you're going to get outpaced still by this orc.
I don't understand why he's doing this. Why is he...
I just think, I don't know, I can't understand him.
I don't understand how he's going to fight these red threads when the rest of the group, the massive group that are going to intimidate these red threads, are behind
I
him.
don't think he really cares about the red threads.
he's-
or
As
the
this
kind of
sword or
orc
anything.
kind of looks back towards me, my eyes have gone bloodshot, red,
Uh-oh.
steam's coming off my eyes.
Going on eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And I'll hit you.
Fever. All these trees.
Oh, not sycamores, no.
I'm not going to do it, but imagine this, deep, barreling, voice just come out as I say, "You will not outpace me. I will be there. I will get there first, and you will die knowing that you lost to me."
Oh, God. They'll kind of stop and think, what's going on there? And then they'll pull out some leaves and be like, "Oh, hay fever, yeah, I get it all the time. Here you go. Just rub a bit of your eyes, it helps."
I punch.
You
How dare he mock me?
You punch the orc.
I thought this was going to be a short session, but
You told us to roleplay more. I will
roleplay punch.
How can we dump him?
You certainly can.
My guy's got. He's in his demon phase.
Have you changed personalities here?
Yes. This is now this guy.
Wait, so how far ahead of us are you? How
Can we talk?
How can we stop this?
It's not super far ahead, but it is a little bit up ahead. Maybe it might take like a minute to
Okay.
I don't half a minute.
I don't punch. I smack the leaf out of his hand.
Does someone have calm emotions?
Oh, I do.
Trying to think what will happen here.
I mean, I do, but I only have 1 level 2 spell slot left.
Fair enough.
I knew I should have taken calm emotions. I
Yeah,
never
well,
thought it would be
you
this
know what?
useful.
Yeah, sure.
Apparently.
I'll cast Calm Emotions on Billington and hopefully the orc.
What's the
that he's
range?
just-
How close are we?
Good question.
Or if these all organised now.
60-foot range.
20-foot area.
We'll be able to get there, but they're not quite in the range. But you'll be able to run there in a few seconds. So
Okay.
you can immediately do it. So I guess as you smack the leaf out of his hand, he's like, "Oh, that's my week's medication. I need to get."
Well, that's unlucky for you, isn't it? By the way, while I'm in this phase,
Just don't do the Batman voice.
Lucky for you, isn't it?
He's going to be like, "I think your friend's broken."
You're saying I'm broken. I'm not broken.
As soon as I'm in range, tell me when I'm in range.
Yeah, you're in range now.
Okay.
Go for a punch as the calm emotions happen.
You gotta make a
Just
charisma.
as you're
Okay, you
about
gotta
to
make a
do it.
charisma save to get or be calmed. DC is
no, I fail.
okay, so you're calm then.
What's up, my dude?
Nice one, bro.
La, 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 la.
Dude,
Good recovery.
You're very fast. You go ahead, bro. It's
Fine.
fine. Show, man.
Yeah, it's tight, man. Yeah, it's tight. You were going with that tree, man. Don't want to
I love trees, man. Got you.
Diffused the situation. He's gonna leave so that more chaos won't happen. He's going further back. You are the king at the front.
In the last
What
minute, by
direction?
the way. Yeah, calm stairs.
Okay.
I suppose if you're at the front now, maybe you're going to calm down.
Unless you want to specifically find that guy and teach him a lesson.
In an effort to calm you, I might, use telepathic speech to, well, not speak to him per se, but, try to sound like the earth. I think it sounded a bit like...
Is that
Like
turquoise or
whale song
tangerine?
Turquoise sounds like that.
Turquoise, yeah.
It doesn't have an effect. So.
I feel like this would just make him a little bit more angry.
Or this will calm you, just like...
It's like it's
just screech into his ear.
yeah.
How long can you keep up that
It's only
voice?
you hearing this, by the way.
What is that noise? I can't do this. Stop it. Stop it.
Okay, I'll turn it off.
You see me start running in circles. trying to get...
Oh. What do we do?
What happened?
He's done this a
Does he
couple-
usually do this?
Yeah, he does actually. I don't know what happened, and he always goes back to normal, and then he denies anything happened.
It's almost like another personality.
Have just the steam.
Have
kind
you
of like
tried
sides.
hitting him? I walk up to him.
I haven't actually. That's quite a good idea.
No one's hitting anybody.
Do it.
Don't choose
The
violence.
steam kind of
Choose
like.
violence. Do it.
I slap him in the face.
But as you do this, before it just like the steam's like slows down, my eyes kind of come back to normal, and then you slap me.
Well, hey, Zarthul. Oh.
What the hell was that for?
You were going mental.
Oh, it worked. We should do that again when he goes like that.
Just nobody hit anybody else.
Well, it worked, didn't it? It got back to normal.
I'm sorry, but he just. Why did you hit me?
Yeah,
You were
You were
mental.
going insane
I
again,
was-
weren't you, mate?
Well, no.
It seems to have worked, I suppose. Not that I endorse this kind of behaviour.
I do.
Precedent.
Well, that's
Well,
what
it's
I was with.
obviously, yes.
What?
What happened to the guy I was racing?
Oh, he's just back there.
Yeah, sorry.
He's a
lost
bit worried
him.
about you. Are you okay?
We're
I'm
all in
good.
this
I'm
together.
good.
Have we got any
What?
medicine that can put him down?
Put him out of his misery.
Let's
suffering.
calm him down.
Not the calm down there.
I think he's.
I am not a dog, thank you.
I think he's fine. Maybe we should just not hit each other
I'm not
Agreed.
ever again.
Unless they go mental.
Yeah.
No caveat. Just no hitting.
No. Unless he does that
No,
again.
no
and
less,
you
Alan.
have to-
What? Do what again? I'm sorry, but what happened? You seem to be like the one who's making logical sense
You
here.
ran into several trees,
First time for
and then you were about to attack an orc.
Well, yeah, the trees are my friends. Thank you very much. I was just simply
Yeah,
showing
they've left
you.
their juices all over you. Oh, you pluck a branch from your hair.
So yeah.
Yes, I just want to be one with nature. Surely people of you.
It's like,
you-
yeah,
You
remember
were
like,
speaking like you were on heat.
I was speaking like this.
Yeah,
Surely I was speaking like
no, you did your really angry and gravelly voice, and you were
No.
talking
You sounded
about.
almost
You
possessed.
said you were going to kill all the orcs.
It was an
That was
amazing
more or less what
baritone,
it
though.
sounded
Like the pitch was beautiful.
You could do a duet together.
Yeah, can you sing in that tone?
Like in what tone? See, this is my normal tone. In this tone, I can sing beautifully.
Well, you're kind of more of a tenor, right? Yeah. No, it was lower. It was a beautiful baritone.
Mm. Oh. I can try. Do you want me to try?
What are we gonna
Yes.
sing?
You're the bard.
Oh gosh, I can't think of anything.
Go back to your cast special from the last session.
What was it? Oh, the words. Hold on, I wrote it down. I said, okay, repeat after me.
Mhm.
Cashew thinks that he has died.
Can I join in on the harmonica?
as well.
That he is dad. Dead.
Cashew thinks that he has died.
Cashew thinks that he is
We
died.
need some diction. Diction.
Addiction.
You're upsetting Ivan. He gave a little grumble.
First you're threatening to put him down, and then you're singing a voice.
Maybe, like, can you, like, we want to go low. We want to go, I don't know how low can I go?
This would be fun with recording.
My character subtly goes like this.
I go to
I think
Othello.
you're a
Like,
little flat.
how do
Yeah,
you
you do
deal
it
with
without
people like
me.
this then?
I don't often encounter people like this. I don't know what to do.
No, neither do I. Everyone's a
I
lot
think
more normal.
you
Let's
did
just
this
step
voice
away.
before. It would
Yeah.
have been really good.
Yeah, me and
Like,
Othello
next
moved
time
to
you
the
do
other
that
side of the
voice,
path.
we'll sing.
Okay.
Guys, I think that we're coming over slightly unprofessionally. We should be focused on the reds.
I think this is very professional, thank you.
I'm a professional singer.
But so am I.
I think the orcs
You
will
are?
be giving you all
Yeah.
the eye as you've described. They'll be like,
Have you not heard me
these
hymning in my
guys.
tent?
Guys are nuts.
No.
These are the guys who saved our kids.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm trusting the other two. Maybe one's risky
I
enough.
turn around and assure the orcs, no, we are professionals.
I continue. I decided
are
to
engaged in
continue
this
walking,
mission.
and you can just hear as
I use
continue
all
walking,
7 of
me
my
say,
extra persuasion
Cass
to
thinks
get that
Cass
across.
thinks he's dead.
7
Cass
of your
thinks he's
It's
dead.
my 7 persuasion.
Oh,
yes.
yes, 7 persuasion.
Yes.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, it's nice to roll dice. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
And both you can give me performance checks if you like. See how well
Oh
you
gosh,
do.
yeah.
I think we know how that went.
Crit.
There we go. Oh wow.
These are the most normal people in the
I
world.
think
So-
that was extremely
Yeah,
accurate.
performance.
roll.
That is a 26 from Pixie.
26.
A 1.
Got negatives in one
That is perfect. So, and again, you easily convince them that I think they can tell there's one weirdo in the group.
We know what we're doing.
They're just like, the other one's all right. Just keep.
I kind of try to get across. We'll keep him under control. It's fine. It's fine. We
Under
know.
sedation.
The dog adjectives and comparisons here are just
It's just all of that Meryl power goes to his head and he gets a little bit crazy.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
He's a maid, you know.
Who's you saying this to?
We're talking to some more.
Yeah, I thought he was
Oh,
on
there could be a few.
I don't know if you want to talk to you.
Mayor?
Was it that low?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I am, yeah. I don't know.
That is a beautiful tone.
That is beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, thank you. I do a little bit of singing now and again.
No.
We hear a country song, please.
Country song.
I think that's just the vibe.
I went down to Georgia, is looking for a soul
I was
estate.
thinking more country roads.
Yeah.
Oh, country road, take me home.
Can you sing, Alan?
No.
Have you tried?
I don't want to.
You're not going to be as good as me, but you could all
Oh,
try.
Stop talking to me.
Right, look,
I just wanna-
this is what mayors are like. Pretentious.
What? Sorry, what's that word mean?
Exactly.
I'm not going to lie. There are many words I would use to describe Alan. Simple, plain,
Boring.
homely. But pretentious is not one of them.
Is he calling me stupid or something?
No, not stupid.
I don't know what that no pretentious means.
No, but you're not pretentious.
Okay, I'll
That's all you need to worry about. You're not pretentious.
take that as a compliment, I guess. I don't know.
He's insane, though, isn't he?
Is this the man who just ran into 3 trees and tried to beat up a dog?
What have I done that's insane, may I ask? I want you'd like you to tell me right now.
Well, right.
What have I done that's
You
insane?
did get a little bit upset over some tea.
You got very upset over tea. And when we first met old Joe, I was calm, relaxed, composed. This guy was flailing around like an idiot. He tried to sit on some rocks and fucking fell off them.
Well, look, if you...
I wasn't there when you met old Joe. Can I roll insight to see if this is actually what happened? Is this actually what happened?
Yes, it's
I remember that I couldn't get like a
events.
comfortable like seat on the rocks, and I needed Cass to cast command on me to calm myself down.
Yeah.
So
That was 7.
it's like based in the truth, but it's exaggerated.
Yeah, that's not even bad enough to get a wrong answer. That's just you can't figure out
Who do you
whether
trust
that
more
is
then?
yes or no.
Well, I've seen you around old Joe, so.
Yeah. Like,
You acting like
even
a
if-
crazy person.
And I've not seen him calm, so I don't believe either of them.
Something third happened, not either of what they said.
Even if I did, could you blame me around old Joe? He
Yes.
is a maniac.
He's a very sensible old
He
man.
needs to be put away from the rest
I will not hear a word against old Joe. Like, whatever's going on between you
Old
two, do
Joe
not bring old Joe into
Was a
it.
genius.
He was a mastermind.
Who was old Joe?
He's an old
He's the
tortoise
guy who
what
gave us
lives
the
up the
tea.
mountain.
So that we
He-
can hear the earth.
He
He
sent,
must have been a lovely guy.
that idiot.
Why did you
was.
shame him?
He sent us all on
The
a quest.
height of politeness.
He told us that the ingredients would be for the potion that set the stone people back to normal, but he lied to us. He's a filthy
was
liar,
crucial.
and it just made these people go insane for a few hours.
He was correct.
What?
He did get these people stoned.
I don't remember being
that's
stoned.
not-
Maybe you misheard
That's
me.
not
I
what
think
he
you
said. He
misheard.
did. No.
He said he gave you a potion
He
for the
said he
stone
put the
people.
people back to normal.
Yes.
He put us all in grave
was the stone
danger.
Did he put you back?
We had to
weren't
get the
stoned.
people stoned
I'll
to
never
begin
be
with.
back
We
to
were
normal.
a little stoned, just a little bit, like a little
Uh,
bit.
Anyway,
When?
old Joe sent us on,
We may still be.
extremely dangerous tasks. He
No,
made us-
mind you, this was not extremely dangerous. This was quite simple tasks.
the mandrakes could have killed us.
They did not.
That frost giant you told us about, he seemed like a bit of a dangerous fellow.
He was a very nice chap. Thank you very much.
And you got attacked by a honeycut by a hive with teeth that kept on transforming into items of furniture.
That was funny.
That's a response to it was dangerous.
And I'll have you know that the bees were very pleasant.
Yeah, and the other one that attacked you all and tried to bite all of us.
That was very humorous.
It was humorous. You could have been killed. You could have died because old Joe lied to you about what you were going to do. He's an evil, lying fellow.
He was
Take
not
that
absolutely
back. I will
insane.
not hear a bad word
Retract
about
that
old Joe.
statement, Alan.
Absolutely not. I have the right to have my opinion heard, and he's
You are right. You have the right to your opinion, but
It's
I
not
think
wrong.
I think you and old Joe need to sit down,
no,
have some
we
tea,
don't. No, we don't.
and
no,
work through
no.
whatever
I'm
this
never,
is.
I'm never talking to that stupid fellow again. No, he's a right rotten
He's
piece.
not a stupid fellow. He's a very wise man.
He's a rotten piece of work. He is.
rotten
Alan,
piece of.
Alan, I
Yeah.
tried to look him in the eyes, but
Yeah.
he's so full of rage.
I'm not full of rage. I'm just exasperated at all these people defending this guy.
Alan, focus on the mission.
I am.
focus on the mission.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is a
Old
point.
Joe,
How far away are we
speaking
from
of
these
the
red dragons?
As you guys have been traveling for a while now, and probably the all group is separated a little bit from you guys, as this argument's breaking up. But in the distance, maybe one of the orcs pipes up and is like, "Oh, look over there!" And they point over, and you can see there's maybe a few like red-looking like tents in the distance.
Follow me.
Fairly large tents.
Well, I start.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh, we pull you back.
Patience. That's
walk
what
by,
old
you're not
Joe
really
professes.
Why we pull you back? Hair, twigs.
I'll have you know. Oh. I have no hair.
I guess we pull you back by the loin.
Oh,
Who wants to do it?
no.
I love her. We're like, whoa! We all do the same noise. That's hilarious. I think maybe we need a plan. Maybe we should just do what the orcs do.
Well, no.
I
it's
kind of
on us.
approach whoever the leader of the orcs is like, so what's the plan here? What are your what's
Yeah,
the strategy?
you remember the chieftain from last time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who had a lot of like kind of furs and stuff,
And basilisks.
and there were basilisks
Good
around.
ones
Probably
that
has his
like
own
spin
personal
around.
one.
And when he got smacked.
And Liam. The plan. Well, if you said that they were sold, or how did they
I
acquire?
think they bought them, yeah.
Okay.
That's not very nice, is it?
Perhaps we should go in and find where they are before we engage with the...
Well, we could sneak the children
Well, we can
out.
try
and we could sneak them out.
That's
We're
a very
not just-
logical idea.
We
Not
do
just-
have numbers. They have tents up. They won't be able to leave in time. We
But
could
they
take
might be
them
well
now fully.
fortified inside.
I think we rush in. I think we take them by the act of surprise.
I think that would be foolish.
What do you think?
I will leave this decision to you. You seemed apt in finding the first child. We will be happy to oblige with what your plan might be.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. Kaz did most of the work in finding the first child.
Okay, what I will say is knowing myself, knowing the path will lead me in the right direction, I am willing to go in there to scout out and find these children.
Alone?
Yes.
A sacrifice?
Alan's just, he could die. Okay.
Oh, that's
Well,
not you guys are saying.
And I could connect my mind with yours so that you could relay the information back to us once you find out what's happening inside.
Precisely.
Now, what is the backup plan? Just for the sake of argument, just in case you go completely insane again and start yelling at people and giving away your position.
Well, I would hope that God has my back and that the path would lead me to you coming to help me, but that might not be the case. And do you know what? If that is my destiny to go out trying to save children, I would be more than happy.
How are you dealing with traps?
Traps? There will be no traps.
Just
How
out
do
of
you know?
interest, how stealthy on a scale of 0 to 10 would you kind of say?
I would say that I'm a solid 7.5.
Right.
Okay.
So how do you know there's going to be no traps then?
Intuition.
Right, well, what does that mean? Be more like talking normal language. Faith. You hope.
Yes.
You hope there'll be no traps.
But I hope there will be no traps. But I believe that the hope will guide me to no traps.
What? Well, it's just totally
I'm
it doesn't
willing
mean
to let
anything.
you lead on this and scout out, but I don't think you should go alone.
I do.
Of course you do, Alan. 'Cause
Why
have
don't you
faith in-
why don't you go with him, Alan?
No.
Actually,
I
no.
have faith in you both.
Yeah, you two should go.
Together.
Yeah, you
And
guys
if
go.
I connect my mind to yours, it will be less prone to going insane.
Have you connected your mind
I just,
to Benedict and been like, what is going on
Looking around
here?
in horror. Just,
That's true, because there's probably 3 minds in
Yeah.
there.
I don't think we picked that up when I was
There's
doing
There's 4
turquoise
different
too.
minds happening. Actually, 5.
We're used to doing 1 at a time, but 3 is like,
Four.
whoa.
That was unpleasant.
I was just like looking around like, do you all hate me?
Come on, Alan. Let's
What's the
go.
experience?
Why me? Why am I going with
Are
this?
you
You're
really
the-
gonna trust this guy with such an important job?
Yeah.
Look, it seems there's a backup plan, and like you were getting along with him. Why aren't you going with
I
him?
am, but you seem to have some sort of issue with him. So the only way to make sure that the children are definitely safe and that
And that he
we
doesn't
get
eat them.
This kid's life's at stake.
we
Admittedly,
don't
we do
need
need
people.
Yeah,
to.
but he might.
Okay.
You haven't heard his
So-
mind.
Oh gosh.
Okay, this is pretty important, and I guess I can try and keep him in line a little bit.
Exactly.
Okay.
I don't think if you sent him in his own, I don't think you'd be very happy, Alan. I think you'd be worried.
You know, I didn't think he might be. He is actually a danger to the kids, isn't he?
Yeah,
Not
so
the
you're
brothers.
not a danger to
Should
the
we
kids.
be sending him in
Plus,
a all
this
at
is
this
perfect
point?
marriage.
Actually, why are we
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, as a man, you have to know
I
how to
imagine,
look
by the
after
way, that we
your...
are like all huddled round together, including him.
Yeah, but the thing is, all of my people.
I'm just there nodding.
They've all got it.
Well, as a mayor, you don't get to choose, necessarily.
Yeah, but like we don't really get.
Every
many
town has its town crazy.
We don't. I don't. Unless I'm the town crazy. I don't know.
There's only
Every aspiring town should have a town
There's only
crazy.
12 people
I
in your
suppose.
town,
I
so...
suppose we are.
There are more people in this group just now, including the orcs, than there are in your town.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, like if my God's vision is right and we do turn into an empire, then we will be a bit bigger and maybe there'll be a few crazies there.
And
I
therefore,
guess.
you'll need that experience.
Yeah, I'll need to learn how to take care
As
of.
mayor, you'll have to learn how to emphasize for these people and help them. Look at him. Inside, I'm sure he's a pure man.
Well,
He's not pure.
Was it pure man or pure mad? Because one might be more accurate than the other.
You know what? If it's gonna, maybe I should be taking the leadership. I think we gotta be quite happy with that. And
So
if
you're
it's
going to come with me,
well,
Alan?
if it's gonna help defend the kids and that, then I'll keep you in line. Then, all right.
Sounds good.
What should we do?
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
No, relax. It's actually.
Well, we're going to come and help you, right?
Well,
You're just
we're
going to find
so
the
we're
children
gonna-
to scout things out.
Yeah. So we're gonna be mentally linked to you, right?
I will be able to do that for a period of 3 minutes.
Okay.
Oh.
So if we'll let you know if something goes down, if we get spotted, and then if that happens, then you can all come in and bring the orcs in and that. And
Unless it's longer than 3 minutes, yes.
okay. Well, if it's longer than 3 minutes, we'll come back. And worst comes to worst, I mean, maybe that'll be nice. We can just ask them politely to give the kids back. Maybe they'll listen to reason.
How persuasive are you?
Very.
I mean, I managed to
Should
win.
I go with them?
Look,
No, we've got this.
I can be quite persuasive. I managed to win me mayoral
Yeah,
election,
too
as
many-
you saw in the flashback. Or whatever.
I was asleep, Alan.
Look,
okay.
the
Alright,
tents.
well.
Oh, so there's tents. We can see them. We're not like they're not gonna get lost. Hopefully.
Yeah, well, those tents are there. We'll say, I'll pick a random direction where you guys are coming from. Sure, your characters can be from over there.
Can we be more than like 10 feet away from the tents?
Well, these tents are probably like 10, 15 feet or something.
Sure.
So it's
So-
not to scale.
It's not to scale at all. So I'd say they're probably like 15 feet.
Squares.
Yeah, squares.
What time of day is it, by the way?
Yeah.
Night.
Is it day or night?
You guys had it sometime during the day because it was.
It's exciting.
It's because you guys had slept last session and then came down and came to the town, but it's probably been a bit through the day now that you've been traveling for a few hours there. So it's probably it's like late afternoon, maybe like early evening.
Alice just thought of a better idea. Like, hang on, does anyone here have that detect thoughts spell?
I do, because that's
Well,
what I do.
That means you can tell how many people are in each of these like taverns, right?
That is true.
And you
I
can
could
tell-
do that.
Well, couldn't you tell which one of them had the kids in?
I
Because
would
you
have
can
to
tell.
get significantly closer to the tents to do so. I
Okay.
could be in the scouting party should you.
That's
wish to do so.
probably
pretty
better,
bad.
to be honest. Yeah.
We could create a distraction while Alan gets closer. Or Zarthul.
I think that would. I
So
think it just.
Alan's fine as well. I've never been called that before. But
I think
I
it's
feel
my
sorry for
character
you.
to get people's
I know,
names
it'd
wrong.
be confusing, wouldn't it?
Alan.
Alan. Get the kids.
Maybe we all actually have things that we can bring to this. The issue is, are we all going to be able to be silent as we go through?
I think that I could just about manage to be. What's the word? Stealthy.
Yeah.
That is a
You
word.
know, if we're going to be
No,
stealthy
I
and
have to.
silent, I don't think if you're taking it seriously, then maybe you should stay back.
Are you taking me for a fool?
Yeah. That's why I'm
Fair
saying you
enough.
should stay back. Because you might get a bit loud and have steam come out your eyes and ruin it for everyone.
Trust me, I will be fine.
No, I don't trust you. It seems very unpredictable.
Sorry, can I just ask, can we actually see these people from where we are?
I'd say you guys are far enough away that you're not able to spot people, just the tents.
Okay.
But
Because I'm
the
wondering
closer
if
you
they're
get-
like weapon people or spell people.
Because right now you're with a bunch of orcs as well, so there's a lot of you. So once you get into viewing distance, then if you can see them, they'll probably see you.
I'm a Githserite, which means I have dark vision. Does that help at all?
Well, it's-
No, because it's not currently dark. Sorry. But you
Could it be dark? Will we be waiting till it's dark?
You can, that's your decision.
Camp out.
We could camp out, to be fair.
They could also have dark vision.
Oh, that scuppers things a little bit. Oh no, it puts us on an equal footing.
We're already on equal footing already.
I realizing that Alan's probably going to get me kicked off this trip.
Mm-hmm.
I start walking towards the tent.
Excuse me, that's not part of the plan.
Whoa.
Benedict.
Calm down.
What?
Hey, I want to be part of this mission just as much as you do.
I don't want to.
The mermaid top.
It was the best thing you get to wearing nothing.
But perhaps we're all on the mission. Perhaps there isn't a scouting party. Perhaps the party is the scouting party.
For the orcs.
For
We're
the
in this
orcs.
together.
Yes.
Well, then, if the more...
Is anyone wearing big clanky armour that will, make very loud noises?
Got like leather, but don't think it affects it that much.
Maybe your character?
Scales.
Oh, you just got scales.
So that'd be pretty
Scale mail.
scale mail.
No, I don't think anyone is then.
Okay.
In the more of us there are,
the more likely we are to be spotted.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's why we should probably only have
I think.
a couple of us.
Yeah.
So maybe Zarthul and one of any of us except you.
Why are you so insistent on me not being on this mission?
Because you seem to have some kind of condition that makes you go crazy and yell
Are you
stuff.
saying that I'm insane?
Yes. You have some
Well,
kind
I think
of
you are wrong.
You
I'm
have some
going
kind
on
of
this
condition
mission.
that makes you go crazy and
This is not the
unpredictable.
time and
moments.
place to be having this discussion.
Maybe he's got it all out of his system for a day. It's fine.
Well, it's very unpredictable, and it happens. It's happened multiple times in the day before. So, and sometimes he goes completely catatonic, and he just kind of stays still for ages and doesn't move or do anything.
That does not happen.
It does happen.
I mean,
I've
look,
never noticed it happen.
I am a very, very convincing person. If he needs to calm down, I'm
Right,
definitely
you
the
can
one
convince
to do
him.
it.
Coffin.
Just dying in the corner.
Old man coffin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going on this mission no matter what time.
Bless you.
No, if you're staying back as backup is part of the mission.
No, I'm going. I want to help.
You are helping if you stay back.
You can play an important role, just not in the action away. The person away is just as important as
Al,
the person in the
I will
action.
take full responsibility for Benedict.
I'm
If
on board with this, yes.
if he does anything wrong, you can yell at me instead.
It's all your fault,
You
whatever
don't
he
have
does.
to yell at
Are you sure you want that?
He'll be fine.
He looks
Did you see him at all on the way here?
Yeah, he hit his head, but he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Come on.
I'm like you, Alan.
I'm just utterly offended. Like
I am
you
a
take
leader.
that. No,
I am a leader.
I want you to take that back.
I take a sneaking position stance.
Yeah. Very good. Roll me a
What's your
stealth check to see how
what's your
well you're
sneaking line when you get into your crouch position? What's your Okay.
I'm going to buy some
Often
dice, by
along
the way,
over
as
there.
well.
You've got a bit.
The orcs might also be like, what is the plan then? This is, you've been
16.
talking for a while.
16.
16. You kind of crouch the ground, you see there's a few bushes around, you think you can probably move between them to get up close.
When I do a roll between them.
Good. That's a quick roll.
I join him.
I was going to say I'm going to pull you down and we're going to go together.
So if someone watching, there'll just be like people roleplaying between little bushes there.
Yeah.
But they're
I'm not
standing.
gonna-
And maybe some, hand signals.
It's all completely unnecessary. You just really go up with it.
Can everyone wanted to stealth roll me stealth, apart from Zarthul, who has.
Already
so,
done
we're
that.
going to stay in the back, aren't we?
Oh, we're cool,
We're
yeah.
the backup
Oh,
passage.
fuck.
Has Benedict ruined everything? Oh, no.
We might be required a little bit
Oh,
soon.
no.
Do I have anything that'll help me?
Oh, look at our main
No.
dog.
What about? Could you help somebody else, like with
I could help somebody else.
inspiration?
Yeah. No, that's what I'll do. As I pull you down, I will give you
Don't think that'd help
inspiration.
me.
Like throwing pixie dust over him.
Yeah. I can see from your role that adding the inspiration won't help you, but I feel like in character I would help you. So I've given you a D8 as well. It's worth rolling. I got an 8, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
What's your base modifier for stealth?
You'll be okay.
Just +3? Or is it a
+3, so that's a 9.
8 and a 9, okay, and a 16. How about
We're staying in the back.
Okay.
Just in case they get spotted.
Cool. All right, so Zarthul's putting up a good show here. He's obviously snuck around before, but maybe Pixie and Benedict try to go at the same time, so you're cramming into each bush, and you're a bit like, and you're not quite able to do it as well.
Yeah.
We're playing at the same time, and it's not quite working as well.
Yeah.
So Zarthul, maybe you don't know how you feel about this, but
should you set up a psychic link for us so you can tell us if?
Yeah, let's say that I did that already.
Sure.
If you're fine with that.
You guys can move closer.
Yeah. If I can get within 30 feet of a tent, then I could do some
Yep, you can do that.
detecting of thoughts. I think it's
How many of these do you get?
range area itself. 30 feet.
Well, you guys
One.
are lucky.
It's my last second level spell slot, so.
What's like the range on it? Can you like get multiple tents in?
Oh yeah, anything within 30 feet. So essentially, as I move closer, I can read more tents.
So if
we
we get you
to
like
the middle,
here,
then maybe I could read a few.
What's your
But
duration?
what that
of
would
this?
tell me is that there are intelligent minds in the tents. It wouldn't tell me, I think, necessarily that they're children, unless Sam's feeling generous.
So you're saying you'll be able to tell who's on the inside.
So
I think it's just that there are minds.
Cool.
Yeah.
Roll me a d8.
okay,
Yeah.
D8. 4.
Okay, so as you kind of detect thoughts in there, you don't. I'd say you kind of hear maybe some people are in there. The thoughts probably aren't of that you'd think they'd be the children.
Okay.
But you hear, I guess, two people are talking. You can hear their kind of thoughts as they're kind of like talking.
Yeah, I should be able to hear surface thoughts, is what it says.
Yeah. So you just hear I don't know, probably like happy kind of relaxation for a bit before going out again, and what they're working on. But they seem to be having a nice chat. Like they seem to be enjoying the relaxation because they're always moving. It seems that's what you kind of pick up from surface thoughts.
What's the duration?
So is this tent here?
Yes, that was that tent.
So I'd like to carry on moving towards the middle of the tent to see if I can pick up some different thoughts, if that's possible.
In the same tent or a different tent?
Different tents. So I should be able to pick up anything within.
Are you going to go
30 feet.
straight into the middle of a?
I'm going to sneak into the middle. Yes.
Okay.
we're gonna try. Do we try and follow?
Well, I was going to
no.
say, I'm just going to hang back a little bit. I don't know if I want to hang back for 10 whole minutes, but I want to cast Detect Magic in case there's some.
You can.
Because I'm looking for traps.
Can you give me a
So,
perception check, by the way?
Yes, I can.
do I want to use a spell
Do we need
slot
to
for
do
it?
anything?
I think I've got you guys, not currently, just for their bits. So you're doing Detect Magic.
Yeah, I'll use a spell slot rather than waiting 10 minutes to
Sure.
cast it. So
13.
13. I'll do that in a second. So you do Detect Magic. Are you just doing that on inside the tents, the red tents?
Well, just everything that I can see for 10 minutes, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I forget. It's literally everything.
Yeah, it's
You're
literally
saying it's
everything. So I've got
around-
10 minutes where I
Or
can
at least
see
it's in
anything
a-
that's magical.
Alex, you're the king of Detect Magic. Is it like 30 feet? Everything you see?
I've got it up. Hold on.
I can't remember.
For the duration, you
It is
sense
30
the presence
feet.
of
We have
magic
30
within 30
There's
feet.
certain things that block it.
We
and I
haven't
can't
played the
remember.
Stride
The problem
campaign
is
in a
I
while
can
now.
turn it on at an instant and have it on forever.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
do that,
fine.
but I have 10 minutes now where I can see anything magical.
Cool. So every tent that you're able to see within that range looks very is magical, quite strongly so.
Oh, shit.
And you can. This is interesting, and it's not something I expect someone to do. But yeah, I think it tells you as well the school of magic.
Yes. For the duration, you sense present magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any. It can penetrate most barriers, but it's blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 foot of wood or dirt. So tent canvas probably doesn't block it.
If you tell me what school of magic is, I can maybe try to remember the colour. That helps as well.
Let's not go into that.
Okay, it would be transmutation.
Okay.
The school of magic you're seeing from these tents. And that's kind of immediately, that's the only kind of things you see around right now is just those tents. So those are the only things that I can really say about. But yeah, they look strongly magical. And with the 13 for your perception, as you're kind of listening around, you're sneaking forward, you're going to hear, actually you do hear some laughter that sounds like of young children. And you'll kind of hear it maybe just around the corner here. As you turn the corner, you'll see maybe the 2 orc children are there outside.
Okay.
And they're playing outside in the dirt. And
do I pick up thoughts from them?
You can do. And the thoughts, they seem to be playing some sort of game with, maybe they have like some counters or like tiddlywinks or something, and they're playing some game with that. And they're feeling like competitive. They're thinking, oh no, I want to win. Or,
They do have thoughts, and they are, thoughts of playing a game.
yes. As this happens, though, you're going to be spotted.
Yes, no, that's fine.
And as you kind of walk out, someone's going to exit the tent right behind you, maybe from the tent you were just looking at. And they'll pop out to probably see you as you come forward first. And they'll kind of immediately see someone they don't know. I'd be like, what kind of accent can I do? What kind of voice? We haven't done this one in a while.
The go-to.
Who are you? You kind of, if you turn around, you'll notice it seems like maybe like a half elf or something who's wearing again some sort of crimson or kind of red long coat. Like a little, like he looks somewhat well kept, but also like they've been traveling for a while, so doesn't look spick and span.
Okay. What are his surface thoughts?
He's thinking, don't recognize, intruder, thief. They're trying to work out, bad. Trying to work you out, and he's kind of thinking like whether he needs to
alert people,
but he just seems to be checking you out first, but is very wary just in case because of the situation.
Do I see what's going on?
You might be around the corner, you'll hear the talking.
I walk forward.
Do you do anything to stop this?
I'm going to have to grab this loincloth, aren't I?
Give me a dex, give me a acrobatics to grab him, or sleight of hand, and give me strength or athletics to contest.
My acrobatics 23.
It's the loincloth stay in one piece.
Yeah, I fail.
Oh, thank God. But also I had to touch you.
Wow. So
Wow.
has he walked in? Is that... What's
It's
happening?
been prevented.
He's been prevented. Fantastic. Okay.
So I think you tried to walk forward and you kind of tug on the loincloth and kind of you slip in some of the mud or something for a second.
Well, I will say...
There's
hello there.
I just want to have this conversation
Classic,
with this person.
there's some
Are you
transmutation magic
the
around.
Red Reds?
Transmutation.
Things
The
that look like
red
something
reds.
could be something else.
The red threads.
Should we buy
That's the name. Yes.
How have you heard of us?
What are his surface thoughts?
That's what you tell him. I'm not telling you my story. He's thinking like, okay, they half know, half don't know. Who is this person? They're seemingly coming up with, I don't know, let me roll what they're thinking. Okay, that's fine. I'm probably thinking, all right, they're trying to spin a story here. They're probably a thief or something.
I come bearing goods for purchase.
Goods for purchase, not ones you've taken from.
Absolutely not. I've come here to prefer my trade.
Go on then. This will be good. What's your trade?
I am a squirrel stewer.
Well, I'm glad you carried on with that sentence, because I wouldn't buy it otherwise.
I make the finest squirrel stew in all of whatever you call this land.
Well, food is sparse with, with everything that's happened recently. So it kind of points, many points over here. This was going to be something else, but I'm going to say this now. There's a bunch of squirrels hanging up, drying by the time. Squirrels, they do have a good taste.
They absolutely do,
I
yeah.
would say. What kind of squirrel?
What's this going on? Can I use my invisible mage hand to grab one of those squirrels?
Sure, you can do that. Undo a peg that's holding on the squirrel, and the squirrel start floating.
Yep. Hopefully behind his back, because what I'm trying to do is to get that squirrel back to me so I can prefer it to him as goods.
Can you detect thoughts and mage hand at the same time? Or am I being a party pooper?
I don't know. Are they concentration-y things? What they are? I can't do detect thoughts.
Because I need a ring, actually. I'm concentrating.
So what
I just want a ring. Huh?
What spell have you got active?
Detect magic.
Oh, God.
I just want a ring.
Yeah, ring's good.
That's
You like to put a ring on it.
You're not.
Detect thoughts is concentration.
Plus one sub.
And it goes in my outfit because it's pink.
Mage hand.
I said Dave, not Ray.
How much of this can we see from over here? Can we see like a
Can you
guy?
Well, we're
Perception check.
I would also, yes, I would also like.
right? So
I think so.
I think
yeah.
mentally at the moment I'm occupied in conversation, but
Okay.
yes, if I could at any second, slip them a message saying
do we
I've been rumbled.
Can we hear his conversation via the mental?
Mage hand isn't concentration, so I'm good apparently.
Are you
Okay,
concentrating
nice.
detect magic?
Yes.
You get a ring then?
Yes.
You haven't got many concentration ones. Are you missing some?
How many do I have?
There's only 3. Unless they've been put in with
no.
like something else.
Is that not? Is that? Oh yeah.
That's concentration, yeah?
What are these then? That's also.
Oh, that's concentration. That's
So yeah, can we hear your conversation via the mental link? Or is it only what you choose?
No, it's only what I choose to
Okay.
message you, but I could be messaging what whilst I'm having this conversation.
Yeah.
What was that?
Been rumbled.
That's it.
That's all you get.
Okay. I see you follow my link. I'm gonna make myself known and announce my my presence.
Oh, look here! It's my compatriot.
He will look away for a second while the squirrel.
I just pack it under my yeah.
We finally arrived. Sorry. I was just bringing the bags in. We're the entertainment troupe that you had.
That also sells squirrels.
Wow, this is rich.
I kind of walk round as well. I kind of just go.
Can I tell? Is he buying this?
From the surface thoughts.
Yes.
So it's not a save or anything. You just.
It's not a save. Well, I don't think it's a save.
And you'll hear he's kind of like, this is funny.
Oh, wisdom save. Sorry.
Oh, wisdom save. Okay, well we'll do that now.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay. Well, you're very lucky. That was a 3 plus whatever his thing is, but I'm sure that's not going to be enough even with his modifier.
It's not going to get it, isn't it?
So you're hearing he's kind of like thinking this is amusing. There's part of him that thinks, okay, maybe someone did call in some people because they have been, moving quite
around.
far. So maybe, as a treat, something, but you know.
I'm going to try something here.
I'm looking forward to it.
And I'm going to say, oh, your companion hired us, hoping that maybe he might think a name and then he'll pick it up.
That's actually really clever.
That's so smart.
That's good.
He will like turn around to look toward. Who would he think? If you say that, who would he think? He would think probably it would be. Yeah, I think it'd be him. So he kind of thinks of a name. You hear, well, at least you hear like Ribbon in your head, and kind of like, did Ribbon gets?
Ribbon. It was Ribbon. Ribbon said that to come.
That was it. I was gonna say tassel, but it wasn't. It was Ribbon. I remember
Ribbon.
now.
Ribbon. Yeah.
Okay, well, I can go get Ribbon then.
Yeah, get Ribbon. Get Ribbon.
and yeah, and we can
Do you have any kids for today?
do a deal.
Do you actually say that?
Actually say that.
What did you say? What did you say?
Do you have kids? He'll kind of go back in the tent behind him and be like, James, can you check on these people? What? I don't know. Go talk to Ribbon.
Is there anything magic about the people?
Yes. In fact, give me a perception check with advantage for this.
I love that big dice.
Okay, the big
boy.
dice let me down, but the little one's not as bad. So perception with advantage. Perception that's a 17.
Yeah, so again, with your magico vision here, your detect magic, and what you're looking at, you notice that there's kind of like a long red thread that goes around one of his arms. It was hard to initially see because his like kind of jacket, his long coat kind of went over it, but you kind of see it wraps and goes down under his sleeve, and it seems to glow, that thread.
Is it the transmutation color, or is that a different color?
Yes. It doesn't. It's just like a thin thread that goes around.
That would be the red.
The red. Okay.
Red.
So this guy will wander into one of the tents.
I'll try and communicate back to Alan that we're about to meet up with the chief Ribbon or something like that.
Can I communicate back?
Yes.
Like, do you want us to join then, or should we stay back?
I'll stay back for now.
All right.
We've got 3 minutes on this line of communication for its work.
They're the kids.
Yeah. So
Adorable.
he'll kind of go over to the kids and be like, keep an eye on those guys. I don't necessarily trust them. Were those other like people around, like actually, anyone trying to listen in, give me a perception check. Whether you can hear this, because you might be saying it aside to them.
16.
Oh, that's pretty good.
What's perception?
Why don't you have numbers on your?
That is a 20.
20. Are you trying to?
I'm not, but I'm not going to take advantage of this too much. But with my maybe last seconds of detect thoughts, do I get an impression off of this new fella who's?
Sure. So you might hear the thoughts first. You might hear what he's actually saying here. So he'll be like, he said to them, just keep an eye on those, like, where there's other,
Who's he saying this to?
He's saying this to the children, the two orc children. Like, when there was thieves around, got you guys. We don't want to, I don't trust more random bodies turning up. And they kind of look up a bit like, because they're playing their game and they feel a bit interrupted.
Wait, sorry, I zoned out a minute there. So he said that thieves.
There seems to be there were thieves around.
Yeah.
And that's how the kids got snatched or something. He's saying. So just being wary.
Okay.
You would hear from Surf's thoughts like he seems worried about the children.
So the kids aren't really being held captive. They
That's-
This is looking strange to us, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
like
at least what you guys are
Interesting.
picking up or hearing.
Huh.
Okay. I kind of give like a little. Are the kids meant to be here?
I would like to psychically ask Zarthul if he can tell me if the kids are wearing threads. Do they have the red threads on them?
Do the kids have red threads on them?
Me perception check.
Okay.
It'd be quite an easy one. But.
Right.
oh, are the kids glowing or any magic or anything?
They're not glowing at all.
Okay.
I think I've rolled a 6, so probably not great.
You can't quite.
Can I make
Inspiration
tell,
would have been
check?
helpful.
Can I make a perception check to see if they've got a ribbon on them?
You can. If you like.
That is a 17.
You kind of squint over and you can see as they're playing, you kind of see like movement of their arms. You can't see any red thread and you don't see any magic on them, so
Do I see any red thread on them?
you can't tell. Maybe one of them has been given one of the red donkeys to keep them warm.
Yeah.
And you kind of like, is that a flash of thread or is it just the sleeves? You can't.
I'll relay tone. I don't think so. I can't tell.
Okay.
Why? Do you think that they are in the gang?
Thought they were being mind controlled by the threads at first, but if they don't have them, maybe not.
They don't seem to be being harmed. I'll mentally, transmit. Maybe you should go tell the orcs that.
Alright then.
Can I try
Alan
and walk
goes
up to the
some of the
kids?
orcs and he's like, well, it looks like they haven't been armed or anything. Looks like they're not really been held prisoner anywhere. I think they're getting along alright with the red people, to be honest.
Is he just communicating with Alan? Am I
I'm
hearing this too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Alan's
sure,
away
yeah.
from the party. That's why I've.
I'm talking to the orc leader.
Oh, you're talking to Oakley now, yeah.
So you would hear whatever Alan's been saying to be in the loop. Probably the guy who disappeared will come out with let's go with that one, why not? Actually, just to make it very different, we'll just go for that.
Oh.
And someone comes out, and I should say the one who had the second one who popped out of the tent, who had back behind you guys, it's just like a dwarf or something who's come out, and it's kind of like, oh, what's up then? Just kind of seeing you guys.
What's on, listen?
Yeah, like, well, we don't recognise you guys, but keep an eye on you apparently.
Was that a natural or part of the character?
Part of the character.
This isn't Ribbon, is it?
No, he was just come out. But out with the other guy, someone comes out who seems to be a fairly tall elf with silver hair, green eyes, and he's got a bit of he's getting a bit of a red long coat on. He's kind of hands in his pockets as he comes out. And
How attractive is he?
It sounds kind of.
It wasn't me!
Fair enough. You think
I
that is
didn't
your
ask
job.
it!
How attractive are you? I would have thought.
You're going to seduce him in your loincloth. Is that what you're saying right now?
On a scale of 1 to 10. Well, apparently I rolled a 10.
Oh, okay, we're distracted now.
Hold on a
Remember the
second.
children.
I was going to make more children.
Looks like the frost back in the
Well, hello, handsome.
Hello there, darling.
Why does it turn out this way?
It wasn't me. For once.
I kind of casually stroll up.
Casually.
How
Slick
casual
back
is
your
this?
hair.
His non-existent hair.
Yeah, readjust your loincloth.
Yeah.
Goes in against the tent and falls in.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well, hello there.
I forgot my accent.
Hello. What is, I was told that apparently I've spoken to you all. I do not recall it.
Yes.
We
Seems like you're a fallen angel.
we
I didn't remember calling in.
Fresh meat.
we spoke.
I was going to say, why don't I show you thoughts? But I do calling in that kind of entertainment.
Well, man. I strip off my leg.
Oh gosh.
I just like he's a guy trying to like socks and sandals and like I'm like, oh yeah, it's them obviously. It's like,
We spoke via letter. You asked us to come.
Yes, letter. Of course we did. Why don't we discuss in my room here, and we can. We can talk.
Happily, please. I kind of try and pull my arm around him to escort him in.
I say, of course. I don't know what you wanted me to perform tonight. My current specialty is the legend of, and I'm going to ask you to tell me this, Sam. What is the name of Violet? What's her real name?
It is Jortha.
Jortha.
Close.
The legend of Jortha. I kind of look at the kids and see if they're
Well, first off, you're like, oh, that sounds mightily interesting, and I'm sure I would love to hear it. And the two kids, yeah, I'll say, well, were they listening?
Oh, no.
The kids.
Well, one of them certainly wasn't, got in that one. They take the advantage of the other one listening in and score a goal where they're playing. But the other one kind of hears the name and goes, and looks down again, for instance. I'm sorry, that sounds like an absolutely riveting story. You really do have to tell me. Come, take a seat in my tent. I have many lovely places you can lounge and tell me all about yourselves.
I think we should go in, don't you? What is it, Pixie?
It's Pixie.
Pixie.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course. I will come into your
And I make
tent.
sparkles appear.
Into your tent.
Oh, a magical fellow. Very impressive.
I try to.
I
flex
also
my
sell
pecs.
squirrels.
Wow, you truly are a mystery.
This is just
What a collection of individuals. This will be good. Well, I'm glad
We
I sent that
are
letter to
a
you.
traveling entertainer troupe who have been
Who also
summoned
sells
here
squirrels.
by you, and you're not questioning this.
Of course not. Victor, go, carry on. I'm sure they'll be able to entertain you soon enough.
I try and roly-poly into the tent.
Roll me a dexterity or acrobatics.
Okay. That is a 15.
You do a decent roly-poly in, and
he
he will
impressed?
he will raise an eyebrow. It's roly-poly. He's probably seen better. You get from his expression. But he'll, as you do the roly-poly, you'll kind of pull the kind of curtain, to the side so that you can cleanly go through.
And not demolish the tent.
Just take the whole thing down.
I'm going to relay to Alan where the children are, that we're going into a tent and are keeping the boss entertained whilst everybody else is otherwise occupied. And this might be a good opportunity.
Alright, should we go get the kids then?
Did Ribbon have a red thread?
go.
Alright.
I think
Myself
with the
and-
Detect Magic, you can see, but not just a red thread. It's like a thick ribbon that goes around his.
Okay, so it's different to the others.
Yeah, it is.
Does it
different.
glow like brighter or something? Or
Probably.
yeah.
Probably brighter, much brighter.
Myself and Dr. Othello would now like to start sneaking towards the tents now that the leader is distracted.
In fact, the threads have quite brightness, but this ribbon is almost blindingly bright under the Detect Magic. So you guys will sneak up to see if you can get hold of the children.
I might also suggest to Alan, psychically, maybe you should gag them or something so they don't make a noise. Gag the children.
You monster, what are you talking about?
They could make a noise.
I'll tell them to
Are
keep
we the
quiet.
bad guy?
Are we the kidnappers?
I thought you were one of the silly ones.
Out
around
of
here.
context, sneak into the camp, grab the children, gag them, and run.
That's what I'm saying.
I like this. Has that bishop turned you insane? No, I think we're just going to go up to them. Tell them.
Is this my fault?
Tell them
I think everything's your fault.
Whilst Alan is berating me in my mind, I just make more spark.
Yeah.
Oh, very impressive. Are you going to roleplay as well, like your friend?
Oh, no. He is Master Roly-Poly.
Master Roly-Poly at your service.
Oh, like the army.
Yeah.
Right, quite a characterable front. And your names?
Pixie Rogue.
I see.
You send for me?
Well, naturally, of course, but so many things on my mind easily slips away.
Well, I'm here to take your troubles away. Not like that!
Whatever you say.
I am the great Zamboni!
The great Zamboni. I have heard so many things. Please come in my tent.
You have?
Hopefully you've heard about my exquisite squirrels as well.
Oh, of course. I've heard of your.
I only heard of him and not of me!
I'm the great Zamboni.
I'm real!
Just get in the tent, won't you? And he'll go inside with the roly-poly master.
Okay.
And I will follow.
Approach the tent. Kids are outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will start dazzling him with magic tricks
And
or
I'll start
whatever.
roly-polying. Actually, as this is happening, I try and get myself as close to him as possible.
Yeah.
And I start flexing my pecs.
Okay.
This is the best
Is this going to make
distraction
it
tag
one of
you
your
have ever
shorts,
seen.
Sam?
You've just distracted the DM with this. But I think you guys get away with your planet.
Yeah.
We can just swoop in.
Well, he will just kind of you feel yourself moving backwards, even though he's not doing anything. Well, give me a strength saving throw, actually.
13.
Yeah, you feel yourself just, even though you've tried to move up to him, each step you seem to be moving quite far back. Please do go into the tent. I've got many things to sort out very soon, so I'd like to finish our conversation rather quickly. And he'll come in and kind of look outside for a second, then, kind of swish his silver hair and head into the tent.
Right. When that happens, we approach the kids, and Alan's just very much like, hello, we've got the other orc child, we've got the rest of the orc ready to come.
Grab them, gag them.
So you're doing all this,
Wait.
meanwhile the dwarf guy is like...
Wait, I thought they were in the tent.
We're in the
We
tent.
thought they were in the tent.
Yeah,
is outside.
Oh, I thought
Oh,
never mind.
no.
He's not gone anywhere yet.
Oh no.
Well, yeah, okay. I do know that there are people outside then, and I will have told them that there are people outside, so don't sneak up on the people outside.
Yeah.
All crammed in, and he was probably gone off to talk with him. So, but it will take you guys a little bit to walk up to the area, so you guys can kind of think of a plan while they'll head into the tent.
Okay.
So we haven't gone to the
Entertain.
kids. Just
No, we're kind of
okay,
hanging
we're
out
good.
a bit back here, behind some of these tents. It's like, okay.
I'll try juggling. Have we got anything to juggle? Oh, I do.
Right, do you have any spells?
I have.
So what happens?
Mostly
Does
just
he sit
healing
down
and
anywhere
sod
when he
ones.
goes in?
Detect poison disease. It's nothing useful. Really.
Nothing to...
So you
Blindness,
guys all
deafness,
head
if we
in.
did want to do that.
The
now.
inside
No, there's a bit
is-
too many of them. So
there's lots of
fully
kind of
blind them, I think. Got
fabrics,
but there might
and
be
there's
too
lots of
many
things that are
people to
made
get them to
of
just
some
stand
kind
still.
of cloth.
Are we
They are
planning
different
to-
colours, in fact.
I'll
in here
do that
compared
in
to
a-
the other tents, almost
the
red.
map.
There's different
Okay.
colours in here, but everything's
Because are we
made out
gonna
of some
tell
kind
the
of
kids
fabric.
That's what I said. Are we
The
going
shared
to
families,
go to the kids, or are we going
like the
to
rug.
are we going to stealthily kind of?
Anything
There's no
you
like
think of.
table.
Are we going
or-
to address them?
There'll be tables, but
I
again, they're
don't
made of
think-
what looks like
I don't think so. I think we just kind of
they
go
look
to the kids
like they're holding.
and we either
Can I try
hopefully
and-
Are
tell them-
they
down.
glowing any
we definitely
particular
have to tell
colors?
them we've got your family,
struggling
you're
to
alright.
probably
Some of
see
Yeah.
those,
anything in
we-
this
I think it'd be a
because
bad
you're so
idea to just
white.
grab hold of
Well,
the
not
or
white,
you
We
know,
definitely know, Gabby.
Colourful.
The
No,
colour
no,
of transmutation.
Can I-
Yes.
no,
Because
Gabby.
this might be
No.
blue. But I can't
Is
remember.
there
I can't
anyone on
remember the
this
colour
side of
transmutation.
the
I can't either.
camp?
Say again?
Are the only people we
Yeah.
can see over here?
Can we see anyone
The
else?
only people you can see currently, yes, but at least
Yeah, we don't know who's in the
tent
tent or anything. Yeah. Okay.
Can I kind of lay on one of the tables.
Suggestively.
Paint me like one of your
Yeah.
I mean, you certainly can.
I kind of like, I try and like get him over by doing a no.
Wow, this is a fascinating decor you got in here.
So, what is your true reason for being here? I'm not buying this harsh shtick. Please do make it quick. I've got a lot of things to sort out.
We
good.
We literally just came to feed you squirrels. We wanted to show you our meat.
Roll me a deception check.
Never mind. I got a 7.
7? Wait, it's like charisma based, isn't it?
How scary is this guy?
Is this deception? Oh yeah.
It depends on your definition of
Three.
scary.
Does he look like he's about to like hex me or something like?
Again, it depends on how you feel. I can describe. And
I feel like Pixie's quite scared.
He seems to act with quite, like, he doesn't seem bothered. He seems fully in control of every
I mean, I
situation.
can barely see him with the fact that his home is glowing with magic. So
About here.
Okay.
So we can be like near where the kids
I'm
are,
sure
but
you
hopefully
do
I'll be
believe
interested.
that, but I do need the truth. Otherwise, I will get it out myself. I do not want any hoodlums, thieves, or otherwise.
We've
bad
come
news
here
in
with an
camp.
army of orcs to try and get the 2 York all children outside.
You don't have to tell him that.
In the meantime,
yes,
we've tried to sneak here. Okay, but we've tried to sneak over here.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll deal with that in a second.
Okay.
So you tried to sneak in, so you're going to try and... what's your plan?
Us two, yes.
Yeah.
Right, okay, we're going to sneak here and we're going to just try and whisper to the children.
I suggest I talk to the children. I have a way with kids. I might have a more gentle approach.
If you want, yeah.
I believe you're expecting an
You're back,
argument.
yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
If you want.
Okay. Kind of like.
You'll get their attention. They'll turn around and they're like, are you going to join us for Tiddlywinks?
Tiddlywinks, yes. But do you know who else is also here to play Tiddlywinks with you?
No.
Your family. We're here with your family to play games together.
Where are they?
Just over there.
Roll me
This is going terribly.
a persuasion check. It sounds like a deception, but you are telling the truth, so persuasion. How well are these
Join
speaking?
me.
Persuasion. +4, 8.
Wow, none of them are buying it. Okay. Well, actually, they might buy it at least, but they don't really know. But they're like, well, we're told not to leave the camp because there's lots of bad people out there, and that we might get taken away again.
Alan kind of comes in like, well, the only people outside the camp.
Your head pokes out of the side of the tent.
That's like, hello, I'm Alan, by the way. Look, the only people outside the camp are your family. It's the rest of the orcs, and they're going to just take you and protect you and take you back home. So let's just go off and just get you back up with your family, shall we?
We are here to help you. No harm will come to you.
Give me stealth checks to see how well with you trying to talk to these children and then turning around.
Ooh.
17 on the stealth.
19.
Okay. That's
Boy.
good enough for now.
Yeah.
Okay, while this is going on, I'll jump back to Zarthul. So Zarthul was, what was he asking again?
I'm saying that there's an army of orcs.
You just
We've
told
come.
them
yes.
the plan.
We are here for the children.
Army of orcs, you say? They wouldn't happen to be the parents?
They very much are the parents, yes.
Well, that solves me a hard job. Right.
Are you
The family
willing to
come?
give them up?
Well, of course.
Fantastic. I was hoping you would say yes.
I have missed 2 steps here. So we had some awful gentlemen say that you bought these children from them.
Yes, most certainly. They seem, I don't know how they acquired them. They seem to say to us that they were orphans or something, and whatever, and they didn't have parents, but I don't know whether to believe it, but I knew I had to get them out of their hands. So,
I knew we did the right thing killing them.
We didn't
Oh,
kill
they're
them.
dead.
They are
Well.
currently entombed in stone.
I suppose it does have
Justice
to happen.
has been served.
Bad people sometimes do need to be
Turned to stone.
dealt
That's right.
with. This seems to be a bit more to what he says there. Than
So
just the
they
words.
offered you 2 children.
They did, and we decided that better take them off their hands, and whether we can find anyone who knows them or guardians, well, at least we'd get them out of their hands.
Well, we have come to the right place then.
Who are you anyway?
Well,
Tell us more about your red gang.
I am but a...
Speaking of bed.
He's got a little dog as well made out of, out of like threads.
Is Ivan in the story
Yes,
now?
Ivan is now
No.
playing a fabric dog in the story. He's running around. I am but a thread in this tale. You may call me Ribbon, for that is all that I am right now. You should, again, he holds up the ribbon that goes around him. Well, have this family come here. There are... Yes, are you enjoying that table? I would rather the loincloth covered that area, but if you really do desire to flaunt it...
I sit normally.
Thank you. It's good to keep some modesty. Would you not agree?
I couldn't agree more.
Sorry. I'll let you finish, sorry.
So, would you say the path you're on in life is the right one? Do you think stealing children is good? Because in my opinion, it's not.
They didn't.
Well,
They didn't steal any children. They didn't steal any children.
Well, they bought children.
They've rescued the
They
children.
rescued the
They
children.
bought
Well,
children.
I say
sentimental.
they rescued the children.
Before
They
this
tell the
argument
truth.
picks up,
Can I
You
sentimental?
I'm
You
going to
can
tell you,
roll insight, both.
with maybe the last of my 3 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
the children aren't hostages.
Yeah.
Find the parents, and we can get the children.
18.
24.
Oh, right.
That is. You both get
Wait, so
very
no
much
one
a
has
sense
actually
that
kidnapped them or anything?
he seems
No.
to be genuine.
Apparently,
You don't
they
get
have
any
rescued
ill-
the children.
motive in that sense.
Oh, that's all right then. So Alan just completely drops any sort of stealth or anything whatsoever after he's been told this. He just kind of like walks out in front of him, and he just kind of actually he actually yells over to these guys like, "Hello, we're with the parents of these kids, and we're just going to take them back to them. Is that all right?"
Okay, so these two who see this,
Oh, I can't stop you from doing this. You've just gone.
I've just been told that they haven't kidnapped them. They're fine, friends.
they'll kind of look at each other briefly. Go, this never ends, does it? Right, look. And they'll come over to you guys and start kind of trying to do the. Sorry, parents. What are you with the rest of those loony lot? Like,
Oh yeah, they are. They are a bit insane, aren't they? Look, we got a bunch of orcs out in the surrounding area, and the parents of these kids are here, and just want to take them back. And I've heard from my mate that's going to be all right. So can we just take the kids, take them back to the parents, and be gone from here? Is that okay?
I will need some proof before you start taking them anywhere.
Oh,
Go get the parents, okay?
we can bring the parents over. All right.
Do you want me to run back and get the parents?
I'll just go get them.
Go.
Yeah, I walk away and just go back to the orcs to relay this information.
It turns to the guy next to
Sorry.
Blake.
Yes.
Here I was, James, thinking, finally, some bit of rest from all the marching and all the, but here we are.
We can have the discussion in the tent if you want now as well.
Yeah, we can move back to that. What were you asking?
No, it was Bishop.
You're asking about, like, thieving
Yeah.
children. Well, Let me explain this the way you might understand. So, let's say you come across some poor little children who are a bit of a predicament.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I assume you would help them. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Well, I'm glad we are on the same page.
Oh.
The page that they're on, they took the kids away from the slavers who were selling them, so that they could return them.
Did you kill the French?
How context that is so I do not know any French, if against doesn't exist in this world. But we'll say whatever the accent is in the world. Like, I suppose you're talking about those two ruffians that did whatever. I don't trust them. No, I.
So you let bad people continue to roam?
I could not figure out whether they were bad or not. They seemed to sell a story, but I could not tell whether it was true.
What story did they tell?
Look, if we're here to just, I've got things to do very soon. I'm expecting someone to come through my tent door any minute now. We're hopefully having some scouts back from somewhere we're going to be going soon.
Okay.
If we can get those parents here pronto,
they're on the
deal
way.
with that.
They're on the way.
Okay.
Yeah, Alan, as soon as he's been told to, goes back over to the orcs and says, can we have the parents down in the village, please? They just want proof that it's actually you guys. So they're really cool with giving the kids back. I think they're just taking care of them.
Okay, yes, we'll come down. Yes, we'll head down. Othello, are you still there? Because if you are still here with the children, can you give me a perception check? That's a very limp.
6. Do you want to do it again? That was fine. Yeah, just 6.
That's just plus wisdom there.
Is it? Okay.
It's, perception, if you don't have proficiency.
Oh, it is, yeah, okay, so plus 3, 9.
9, okay. You feel like you see some figures out past the tent coming in red, but they can't really tell, because you're being drawn into a conversation with these, you can't really fully tell what's happening, but there seems to be some figures off further away.
Okay.
Can
I talk to these guys here? Are they
you can talk to them.
Okay. I see some people over there. Are you expecting visitors?
Oh, great. Well, already here. Here we are marching off again. Well, yes, we are expecting some scouts. And as soon as they're coming, that means they've found the target. So we will need to get moving. I really don't want to. But,
The target?
Well, speak to Ribbon if you really want to know. I don't know what you're involved with, so I don't know what I can tell you.
Of course. As long as the kids are safe and we can take them, that's all that
Oh,
matters.
well, as long as you've got the actual parents and you've not got some other bozos you can roly-poly backwards, then maybe...
Big witness that.
I ask Ribbon about his organisation, who I think is called the Red Threads, you say? Not
yes,
Red Reds?
not Red Reds, Red Threads. Well, there is as much, well, I don't know how much I should be saying. As soon as the parents come, then maybe I'll understand a bit more about you lots with the kind of work we're doing. It's not something I want to be blabbing about to everyone. But, and you'll probably hear in the outside, maybe as parents arrive, but also, with Alan, but also these scouts have arrived, and one of them will probably pop their head into, kind of give a look at the Alan and parents. They'll pop their head into the tent, and one of them will be like, boss, we know where they are now. We better get moving quick before they move, you know. We know the location of that X-Deuce. We need to get moving. Well, as I said, at least you guys caught us before we got moving. So, he'll kind of hold up his arm to some of the fabrics around, and they start unraveling at quite a pace and start moving onto the ribbon onto his arm. And several parts of the room start to disintegrate and unravel, and slowly the tent folds away and disappears, and yet not adding any bulk to the ribbon in his arm.
I might fall off the table.
You would if you stayed on it.
Okay. I do.
As it starts to unravel, it starts to bend a little bit under the weight.
Okay. I as soon as I feel it bend, I kind of step off it.
Jump off just in time.
Yeah.
I have no idea what is happening right now.
I have absolute. All I know is the table that I was on is not a table anymore.
It wasn't a table to begin with.
But it was a table.
It was not a table.
Alan doesn't care. He's just like, hello, we got the parents here.
The tent just disappears.
Yeah, I'm not concerned with that whatsoever.
When did you get here?
I was just going to get the parents.
I told him. I told him that that the children weren't hostages.
Well, how did you do that? You were
well, using his brain, wasn't it?
You're in his.
You were in his brain? Isn't that invasive?
I thought you were in the other guy's brain.
Well, no, he cast a spell, didn't he? So I could
it's just something I do.
Anyway.
I love this conversation, but I'm sure you guys can carry on somewhere else.
Sorry. Yeah.
See, a lot of the tents are starting to fall down.
But where are you going? Where did you come from?
Where
did you go?
What is the last something Joe?
Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from? Can't Joe?
I can't tell those last words.
I don't understand how you can't just finish that.
Look, I would love to sit and explain, but we have someone who is deserving, who needs to be dealt with. So,
Well, who is it? We can help you.
these parents have kind of come forward probably, and they're like, all like overjoyed to see their children. The children are like, all overjoyed and happy.
Oh, another reunion. This is nice.
This is nice. And again, they're embracing, and
Toby and Giles, we found your parents.
Cool. Let me write that down. Toby and Giles.
Alan's a bit confused in the ass. So why do you only buy 2 of the kids then? Why did you leave the other one with those idiots?
There was more.
Yeah, there was one more kid. And,
Yes,
and
we managed to
That's
rescue
why I
Violet.
asked how many you bought or how many they sold you.
Yeah, I just
They only
confused,
sold us
like-
2. Was there
There
more?
was a third.
Yeah, there
was
was
a
one
third.
more, wasn't there? Yeah.
We found
a
Crush.
third.
Those absolute bastards.
Well, I'm quite glad that we've bumped in and we've crossed paths in this time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for this union.
Yeah, no problem.
We live to serve, and if you tell us exactly what it is you are pursuing, maybe we can help you too.
Well, he said he was dealing with some people. That sounds like one of those euphemisms where he's going to go and do a bunch of murder to me.
A bunch of
So-
murder.
Well, he said he was going to go deal with some people that he just found.
Does not sound very righteous.
Sounds like
What will it take to get you guys to leave? There is a group of evildoers we've been tracking for a while, and we now know their location. So
what they've been doing, like.
Yeah.
I could list all sorts. It almost seems to get quite like
We don't want to take up your valuable time.
but as in not sure he's annoyed that you guys take up his time, but gets more like as if he's recalling things, and it's like these people or individuals in this case, this single individual has caused much pain, much suffering, has caused many deaths, and I will not let them stand while I still stand. And he'll kind of look around. There's, again, all the tents have kind of pulled down now, and the rest of the red threads are kind of like solemnly nodding.
Do you know a guy called Old Joe?
Well, your conversations never seem to... I don't know your old
Can
Joe.
you go kill him next, please?
Can you give us a name?
of.
You're evildoer.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in case you don't manage to get him, like, in case he keeps on.
As a warning, yeah.
Also,
Well, no, so we can go after him if you don't manage it.
We will say the name is Shah, and we will be dealing with them. So, anyways, they all pack up and pretty much briskly go on their way. Some of the scouts are like...
If you need any guidance, you're more than welcome at my tent.
person.
Shah.
Well, I hope we do meet again, because you've been mighty useful. But I think this would be a little bit out of your spectrum. You seem to be doing a lot of good here. I would say carry on.
Sorry. Do you mean like God, Shar?
It was nice seeing you all. Keep on your work.
Hey! That is rude. There is part of the story missing, and I want the full story for my song.
Wait, what's the god Shah? Is that
Shah?
That's the one who was fighting Lathander, or whatever his name was.
It was.
We've got Lathander.
If you want an explanation of what we embark on, I would say go to the world border. You will learn some things there, and it will help you to begin to understand our work.
Where's the world border?
This world is only so finite we find ourselves in since this. Some people call it fracture, some people call it other things. The world border is about as far as you can go. It's nearby here. I'm sure at the town they'll be able to point it out to you.
Is it in the middle of the ocean?
No, it's south from here. Well...
Because I didn't go to the middle of the ocean. There was a vortex.
I'm sure that is such a riveting story.
We will check out this world border.
Now, please, do not take my briskness for rudeness, even though it might be. I need to get moving. And
I reach out to shake hand.
I also tried to shake his hand.
Fine, he'll gonna give a brisk shake, and these kind of threads, some of them have again created will look like wagons and horses and things, and they animate, and he'll hop onto the back of one and give a brisk wave, and they go off, and he starts talking to someone. You can see in the back that they're like pulling out some maps, and they're kind of moving things around on the map, and they're kind of like, as if they're like doing something, they're figuring out some sort of plan. And otherwise, off they start to disappear. So,
Yeah.
I mentioned to
rude.
Pixie,
I'm like,
I wonder if he's a god or something like that. He does seem quite powerful.
This is getting ridiculous. I was just living a normal life in my town, and now people are falling from the sky. People are making things out of clothes out of nowhere. There are orc armies. There are monsters in the sea, and I am...
You mean this is not normal for this one?
This is not
I
normal,
was going to ask if
Zarthul.
this happens like normally. I didn't know if you usually get a bunch of like thread horses.
You only live like 2 miles down the road from me.
Yeah, but I've never been outside my town. I don't know if on this kind of adventuring land or whatever. I don't know. How do you know this isn't normal? It might happen all the time out here.
you live with like 12 people, and you go out, and you're like, oh, yeah, I guess they just have, fabric horses out here, and they can just make stuff
like
out of it.
everything in the like world of just adventuring is weird and strange, and I don't know if this is any more weird than anything else we've seen
But
so far.
these things happen in stories. These things don't happen
Yeah.
in real life.
But
and when
so
you get a
they're like-
story, you get a beginning, and you get a middle, and you get an end. I feel like we've been thrown in somewhere in the middle. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
But hopefully,
You
an
wanna go back-
appropriate end as
Do you
well.
want to go back to the party that they were having at that town then?
Yes.
That'd be nice.
I would like a drink.
Yeah.
Same.
I would also quite like one of those drinks.
Ooh.
If we could get some of the tea, that would be
I would
even
quite like the
better.
tea, but I'd like something maybe a little stronger.
Maybe if we mix the two together.
Ooh.
In fact, if you guys are going to be headed back, we'll have this as a flash, and it's you guys around a table with mixing some things together.
Oh, wow.
That's the.
Oh, that was a arduous journey back to where we are now. Wow. All of those things that happened on the way.
Because we did drink it, and we didn't remember any of the journey after that.
Specifically, some things I still want to get done this session, and
Right.
miraculously, through your absolute shenanigans, We are at 9:45. So
I
I want to fit some
My stomach
things
is
in.
rumbling.
I want to fit some things in before the session ends. So we'll
I
say,
apologise.
no. You guys are having fun. It was funny. But just because I want to get this all sorted, so we can move on to a new short story.
We'll be good.
But anyways, so I like it. Like we're looking at a film, like a nice cut where you're like, oh, you know, just pour some, and then it's literally you now with cups with a different
Don't
background.
remember, but we are
You're
back.
round a table. Lots of people are kind of so you've just got back. They've put all sorts of drinks in front of you and stuff.
Weren't we going to have a party?
Yeah, there's probably so you guys are probably in a room and there's people kind of like.
Does Pixie play her beautiful song?
Which can be.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say I'm having the drink first, and then I'll play the song.
Yeah,
I feel like we're about to have a conversation.
Yeah, you guys are around the table.
I'll maybe tuning my my what have I got? My lyre or my violin? I've got one of them with me. I've got a flute as well. I'll go for lyre. I'm tuning it as we're talking. I'm drinking and whatever we're doing.
Yeah.
There's some music playing, obviously not as good as what you could play, but you know, it's got a few drinks here. You're kind of eyeing up a few of them. You're thinking, oh, I've not seen this one before. Maybe this is a new one you can add to your inn. You're interested to see what the other people think of some of these drinks. You know, we're keeping an eye out.
I mean, I have nothing to do with the drinks in the
True,
inn.
it's all Ichabod. If they like him, you'll just say to Ichabod, hey, apparently there's a drink that had, the name sounded a bit, it rhymed with like jinx. I don't know, it could be, do you want some real drinks? I'm not the right person, as you know, to say that, as I don't drink anything.
Rhymed with muddy fairy, like.
I know that one. Yay!
Alan would like to try and find the mayor during all of this.
He'll come up to the
Is he?
table
Okay.
and with a glass with some red liquid in it, some sort of wine maybe. He's like, well done, clink. Anyone for clink?
Yeah, thanks very much.
Ding, ding.
Oh, that's a very entertaining thing to do, yes.
Yes, I've had a couple.
You don't have to
Since,
keep doing it, Zarthul.
Oh.
You do it once and then you drink.
Okay.
Wow, this is so much fun with these bottles.
Alan's also had like 3 or 4 drinks. He needs quite a few drinks after everything that's happened so far. So he's like quite a few drinks.
It's a good customer. I
Is it
enjoy
fun
it,
after a
yes.
few drinks?
Good to talk to you for a bit, not so much.
Oh, you're going to talk to me, are you? I'm going to talk to you.
Oh, you do want to talk to me? Okay,
I'm going to make eye contact and then do a chuckle.
Mayors are going to talk to each other.
I knew you understand me a bit, right? You weren't where I've come from, right? No, I'm from this other little village, and we've had this problem with the gods, right? You heard about the gods?
Oh, yeah, those gods, yeah, they're a bit of a...
Oh,
they're not really around much, are they?
Oh, they
They're
are
really-
for us. Like he kind of founded our village back in the day,
Oh.
and he wants me to go out and conquer. He wanted an empire at first, but it didn't work out. Right? It never ended up happening. But then he's like, "This is about the time."
Oh, what a bother.
Oh, it is a proper bother, right?
Just tell that god to go away.
Oh, I can't really. He's so
More
big.
wine?
He's so big and powerful. He's so. He said he's gonna burn the town down.
No,
And-
I'll tell you what. And he pulls out like a bottle with like an X on it of liquid. He's like, oh, there's a strong stuff. I'm going to knock him down.
Oh,
What is this? Might I have some?
Well, you can't. He
Yeah,
just
I
drank it all.
wish.
Oh,
But listen, right? When I've been told you gotta go out and conquer it and empire building, or we're gonna burn your village down and kill everyone you love, I've gotta do what he says, right?
Swizzle a bit and pour it into a
He's like, I've got
delicious.
Yeah. He's still ranting to the mayor. He's like, I've got to listen to
Just
him
dies and you pour it in the plant bottle.
and follow his orders because I love my village and I love my family. I wouldn't let anything happen to
I
them.
understand. I know what you're saying.
So, I don't know. Could you be a part of my empire, please?
Well, you send that to me.
Yeah. I don't really know how to conquer places, to be honest. But, I mean, I've got to start somewhere, haven't I?
Conquering. Yeah, that's what those orcs tried, and then I showed him what for.
I don't know.
He looks like he's been drinking probably
Yeah.
since you guys left him on the table.
Look,
He's not doing a very good job.
can you...
I think I'd rather take his side.
Please, you'd be doing me a massive favour if you join me God's Empire, to be honest. Please. I haven't managed to conquer anywhere else yet. I'm not very good at...
As this conversation's going on,
I do pity him.
Should we try?
one of the a child different to the York children, maybe like it's like a bit closer to maybe like 10 or something like that. So a little bit older than the other kids. But they'll...
There's someone ordered.
Not. These are the townsfolk.
Yeah.
And
later on,
one of them will come kind of like tug. You feel a tugging on the back of Pixie's, well, whatever you're wearing.
Oh, hi.
Armor.
This is some of God's finest.
And are you magic?
I can do a little magic.
You can do magic. Okay. Well, there's this weird thing outside, and my mommy says magic people do weird things. So I thought you could do it. You could sort it out. You would know.
Sure, Dan. Let me have a look. I'll go follow this child.
They will walk you out, but they'll like keep walking. There's like another 2 children who are outside who are like slightly different ages. They'll look roughly the same. And they'll be like, and there'll be like 2 boys. So that was like a girl, but 2 boys. One of them will be like, "Oh, you've got." Is she coming to? She gonna tell us what the magic is? And they kind of like look up at you as the girl's kind of pulling on you. Yeah, she said we can. She's gonna come. She'll know. She says she does weird stuff. So, like Mummy said.
I didn't put it like that, but yeah. Do you want me to? What am I looking for exactly?
It's and they'll like point out, seemingly just towards like not anything in particular, like a direction almost. And they're like, out because it's not quite dark. You guys have been traveling for a while. Actually, I'm trying to think. Because you guys did travel probably for a few hours. I'm gonna say you guys probably had a rest with the orcs in the meantime, and then you've come back, and it's probably getting again towards like early evening or something again. And if we have time, we can do that, but I don't think we will. So, and they'll kind of point this general direction that goes like almost like outside the town. And they're like, if you go that way, there's like it's like a big mirror. And it's like really big. It's like, and she like with their hands to try to like make the biggest thing they can stretch. It's like that big, like, even bigger. And it's I'm not seeing the mirror that big. And you go in and one of the boys interrupts. Like, I want to show you this bit. I want to show you this bit. You know, because I went in, you didn't. Like, well, no, I did, and I went in, and it was weird. I came out and I felt a bit weird. But like I went in and out straight, like it felt like I'd been gone for ages. Like you were only gone for like a second. You were like, yeah. Well, it felt like I was gone for a long time.
What happened? What did you do in there?
I don't know. It sort of feels a bit fuzzy in my head. I feel like I met someone nice, but I'm not sure. It feels a bit fuzzy.
Huh. So that how far away is this thing that they're pointing to, do you think, or can I tell?
You can ask them.
How far away is this? How far away did your mama say it was?
About how long it takes for the sun to go from there to there. Give me an intelligence check.
Can I do a language check to understand kid?
It's right now. It's just Pixie, unfortunately.
Straight. So 17.
Okay, you can tell. There's not a lot of movement of the sun. You think maybe half an hour to an hour to walk out there.
Huh. Let me just grab my companions and.
Are they magic too?
Some of them are, yeah.
Wow, even more weird.
Yeah,
people.
one of them you should
This
ask
is
to
good.
see his like squishy eyeball.
Squishy eyeball.
Yeah, it does magic. You should ask him. Zarthul, the the strange looking. Oh, they're all kind
That
of strange.
sounds really weird. Okay.
Come on
I'll let you
Bobs.
disappear if you want to.
Come on in.
Um,
Come on.
yeah, I will go back into. I guess the. Is it like is it an inn that we're in or like?
Yeah, we said
Yeah, not as good as my inn, obviously, but we'll go back in. And maybe being outside in the air.
Inn, it's amazing. It's much better than that Pixie's inn.
Well, I can't say that I've ever been into that inn.
Am I going to stand behind? Am I going to enter behind him? Like,
Yeah. I'm still trying to talk.
She's right behind me, isn't she?
guys, we got to go find something.
I'm still talking to the man, like, please join me up. I don't know how any of this works.
I've just got my good friend full of very
shine
good.
anything away.
We gotta go.
I'm not sure.
We gotta go.
Are we gonna like
What's up, Pixie?
I need money to fulfill the things I buy.
Something strange is here, and
Something
as
strange.
apparently the magnet for strange things, I have been asked to go and investigate it, but I need my companions to help me.
So you want us to come look at something strange?
Yeah, some children have reported like a sort of weird mirror. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of what was sort of happening when the god came through back in, Alpha. Is that what we called it?
Yeah.
The season of Alpha.
In the season of Alpha. So
I've heard
I
a
think
lot
we
about
should.
that
I think we should go and check it out. I don't really want to leave the celebration, but things have been kind of weird around here. Whatever that thing is might move before we get there.
Let's go look at it.
The kids are like poking their head in to see if you've disappeared or something.
Oh, when I get, as I said to them, when I get back, just you name your price and I'll match it. I swear I will.
I would like to see that. Drink, clink, clink, clink.
Come on, Emperor Alan, we're gonna go.
All right, I'll still very
You
drunk
might
right
have
now.
heard me saying something about an inn, but it was just roleplay.
Wow, meta roleplay in the roleplay.
What were you? And let's just go. Surprisingly clear-headed for midway through a bottle of wine.
Yeah. I am
Tease.
very
Slightly.
drunk.
Yeah.
We're out
As
of
I'm
it.
out
We're
there,
not
gone.
even.
Yeah.
We're like, I'm now.
I'm like, oh. The Empire's up and in. We're gonna get that village.
Are we joining?
Lads, boys. Let's go build an empire.
Let's go, I was fully joining in this
First, let's go look at the mirror. Let's go look at the mirror.
The kids will be like dragging you forward. They're the ones.
I'm
You look the
coming.
nicest.
Okay.
got like
the one they went
tears
for.
Is it the sparkles?
We were
I think it would be. They saw the sequence.
Everyone's gonna live.
This goes on for like half an hour.
You're following the path. You're following your path.
Aberrant sorcerer.
He's the one with the
That sounds-
eyeball. I said you'd show them your eyeball.
Ah, here's my eyeball.
I am Charlotte.
Hi, Charlotte.
Nice
Wait, were the children here while we were doing our drunken chanting
Yes.
this whole time?
They're leaving
The
us to
kids are
this
joining
place.
too.
If I say empire.
I don't want to join you. My dad does that enough.
Oh God! Oh God!
Destroy the moon.
Trauma.
Trauma dumping. As real kids do.
I'm just imagining the guy with like, the butterfly meme. Trauma. Bottle of wine, actually. But they're like tugging Pixie along,
Daddy, you should come to
forward.
D&D.
And eventually, still somewhat light. It's not fully, dark or anything. There's still some light coming through, And you head to, so you eventually get to this point where, can you all give me perception checks, anyone who's paying attention? If you're drunk, you can give yourself disadvantage if
Well,
you're
they
going
would
to
share
wine.
wine.
Oh,
Five
you're kidding me!
anyway,
Everyone's
so-
drunk, and I rolled a 1.
1! Oh, we love that one here.
What?
I rolled a 15, and then
Yeah.
because of disadvantage, because of how drunk I rolled a 2.
1, 1, 2.
Oh,
2.
we're gonna.
10.
Is 10 the best we have? How about
So
Yeah,
Lower?
5.
Oh my gosh. Great, so
Well, what if you added your modifiers on?
That was with modifiers.
Oh,
Okay,
I've
I'm
got
at 6. 6 with modifier.
Yeah, I've got 5 with modifier.
It doesn't matter. It's in that one. It would be like.
Well, technically, only attack rolls are where nat ones have an effect,
Oh, okay.
but still not
Mhm.
great. So most of you guys are either too much alcohol in the system or too distracted by the people with alcohol in their system, or being led by
I'm
children.
trying to listen to the children.
And the kind of children kind of stop, and they kind of look expectantly at you, and you guys don't seem to fully, But Zarthul, you do kind of, you're like looking where they've stopped, and you kind of like look around and you're a bit confused. You feel like, but you recognize what's ahead of you. Like it looks like when you just came, and is it reflected? You're kind of like staring at it a bit, and you're not quite sure.
What, like, it's like, would you say it's like the world is looping on itself?
It would look like everything around you is reflected.
Oh, would I see myself as well?
You would.
Yeah.
If you squint in. Oops. I'll do it like that.
All right.
And you kind of see the same. Well, I guess this would be the hard kind of waving back at you.
Oh, how odd.
How odd.
Golly, so you're looking at this.
Guys,
Wait.
So we walk
This
right
is
through.
like the monkey test.
The drunk guy.
Oh.
And if you recognise your reflection, you're not a monkey.
No, Alan has already walked through this. He has
Well,
not
yeah,
thinking.
forwards. Cool. All right. So as you guys are watching, or some of you, or depending on,
I'm watching you.
Yeah.
you will see as Alan walks, and to a certain point, like these two converge. Of
Alan,
reflection.
stop.
Do you stop? 3.
I feel like
two,
I need to like roll
1.
to see if I even heard you or I think it's just I made perception maybe.
Yeah.
I want to just 10 and 4, 9.
You decide whether a 9 hears it.
I'm going in.
All right. And disappears.
What?
And
Oh my gosh.
I run right
Alan's
after
just
him.
literally disappeared. I'll deal with this in a second.
I'm going to try mage handing it.
You're going to try to put a mage hand through.
I'm going to try and touch it with the mage hand first.
It doesn't feel like anything. You touch it, it just feels like hair.
I'll put a finger in. What happens then?
Finger seems to
And I'll bring it out.
disappear. You bring it out.
Apparently,
it's
I have a new favourite
still there on
spell.
your finger.
Can I cast my detect magic again?
You can cast Detect Magic again. Actually, I'm going to say the mage hand, as it puts the finger in, it actually gets sucked in and disappears.
Oh god.
I'm going to say that instead.
Can I walk up to it in my drunken state
I wouldn't do
and
that.
just go and try to like
Don't touch it.
give it a little. I just to try and touch it.
Don't touch it.
Giggling up.
For you, Airport, you kind of, you kind of feel like a pull, like you're being pulled in. Something you could resist, but you do feel forced pulling your arm in.
Yeah, but I feel like in my drunken state, I'm kind of like, oh.
Don't go in.
Ivan?
Oh, lady, okay. You go in as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we've lost the 2 crazy people. Job done. Let's go home, everyone.
They both disappeared so far.
Oh
And
no.
it's almost like a ripple effect
Yes.
almost in this reflection. And the kids are kind of one of them goes to the other. See, that's what it looked like for you, Jace. When you went in, it was just like whoop 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 whoop, and then you were gone for like I don't know, a little while.
How long, children?
Looks at the sun. I don't know, like I'm trying to think like time for like a backwater. Like,
It's in
how
a
do they
couple of
do?
seconds.
I think they would have minutes, surely. Like they
Yeah.
would know. They might not be able to tell time, but they
Yeah.
might
But they're also
rough
kids,
I'm just
so...
thinking of the mic. Oh, my mic's
Oh,
starting to
sorry,
fall.
yeah, it's
With the
underneath
jumper.
this. And I completely
My
forgot.
mine's starting to fall. I didn't realise. Sorry, what was that again?
Sorry, I was saying that like maybe they would have a concept of like minutes and things, but like it would be vague, like a few minutes, an hour, roughly an hour. It felt like
It felt like I don't know, a few minutes, maybe Only like 10 or something.
How easy was it to get back?
I don't remember. It just came back.
Let me see
and
if
then
I
I had
can-
this. Like he holds up, looks like a wooden horse, like a toy wooden horse. When you might like drag, it's got little wheels. And I got this. I didn't have it before.
Does it have a glow?
No.
Does what is the actual weird mirror thing? Does it have a glow?
Yes.
What is it?
What would it be?
Sorry, this is my new
I
favorite way to wind
suppose
you up.
Illusion. No, I like improv. I like making up things
Illusion,
on the spot.
okay.
I guess illusion.
But that doesn't have a glow when it came from it. Okay. Did someone give you this?
Maybe? I can't remember.
It's okay.
I could try to peer into his mind. Like do a deep dive.
in through the mirror.
I would have to spend my sorcery points, but as I'm maybe having a long rest. No, I'm thinking of him.
Like the
Oh,
child.
the child.
Fancy that he doesn't even remember.
Yeah.
Well, you can do it. I'm just trying to figure out whether it works. You certainly can try.
I mean, I might as well, because otherwise, I'm wasting these sorcery points, because you've got 3 to...
You can't do any of your mental communication, can you?
I can communicate with him, but it won't tell me...
No, can you communicate with them?
If I could see them, then yes.
Can you see? Are we in like the reflection?
In fact, that's the thought. Oh, perhaps if I were to mentally connect to
Are we in
somebody
the
before they go through...
I will deal with you two in a bit.
I will deal with you soon.
So what was that?
Perhaps if I were to telepathically connect with somebody before they walk through the mirror, we could communicate on both sides.
Should we be guinea pigs?
I'm not there.
Oh, we're not here. We're not here.
No, he's already walked through.
He's walked through.
You're gone. You're gone.
Here.
Yeah.
Alan
And I can no longer
Benedict
see
are gone.
them, so I cannot telepathically connect to them. So it would have to be one of the two of you.
I'm very drunk at this state, so I'm like, I want to be the guinea pig. I want to be the guinea pig.
All right then.
Well, do we have some sort of, like a rope? We can pull you back.
That's a good idea. Do we have a rope? I have hunting supplies. Would that include a rope?
I feel like you'd have a rope there, surely.
Like a snare?
Yeah, if you guys had any kind of pack, I think they
Hempen rope, isn't that
I
what
think
you
they
generally
come
have?
with 50 feet of hempen rope, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll use this 50-foot of hempen rope then and tie it around your waist and use my expert wastelander knowledge, outlander, whatever it is, to tie the right knot so that it won't definitely loosen when you go through.
That sounds so suspicious. It will
Well, it's
definitely
all based
stay
on a roll.
on.
It's a survival check.
Good point. Give me a second. 7. Sorry.
You put together a rope knot, but you're like, oh, does it go in and outy, or does it out and in? You do what you think you remember.
Can I
It
check
looks like
this
a
knot before we send Dr. Othello
Do you
in?
know what a good knot looks like? It's some concoction of tangle.
I'm pretty sure I got this right.
I don't know. Would I know what a good knot looks like? I feel like I read a lot of books and I have probably tied some knots in my life. Like,
mirror.
I must
then
have
you can roll me a solid check as well.
survival. I mean, I'm fine
beyond
with
the
survival. That is a 15.
You can tell this. He's done it innie then outy rather than outy then innie. So he needs to switch over one
Can
little
I
bit.
change it or?
Well, I mean, if you tell me, I can correct myself.
Oh, that's gonna come loose. You need to do it the other way.
Outie then innie. And I tie outie and innie.
Nice. Yes.
Can I go in now? Can I go in now?
Just can't.
Well, patience is a virtue I've heard, but I listen for the earth. Yes. We should hold on to this rope, Pixie, so that we don't lose her. I have a strength of 8.
I have a strength of 8 as well.
Amazing. Well, there's 2 of you, even 2 people who are
And there's some children.
weak.
Children, help us.
Okay, are we hard on? And you.
And I will obviously telepathically connect to her for 3 minutes.
Okay.
Oh,
You need to.
Sorry, just assumed.
You need to
He doesn't care about pronouns.
You don't need a signal. You're communicating.
Yes.
What if it gets cut off when he moves through there?
Then I will not be able to communicate anymore.
Okay, you need a signal.
We're connected through the earth.
No, okay, the earth wants you to tug on the rope 3 times if you need us to pull it.
Yes.
How many times?
3.
Yes. Yes. In you go.
I walk up to the mirror.
Great.
I look behind me. I give a little, and I jump right in.
Great. You disappear in.
We're
It's just you 2 now.
I usually love a mirror, but this is, I
And
suppose,
I
the
try
whole
to speak to her, to him rather, and say, "What do you see on the other side?"
So I guess now we'll start to deal with, because then we'll deal with this last out of everything. So
I love that you guys have got trapped somewhere together and you've like just you two, in a very small space.
So Alan,
Kill each other.
as you kind of go through, you peer outside looks like some sort of cottage. It's very lovely. It looks. It's got all sorts of little plants, moss. Plants growing up the sides. It's got a nice thatch roof, and a little bit of smoke coming out the top of the chimney. And everything around is just white, like just pure white. And you feel cleansed. You've never felt this before. All the alcohol, or at least your full mind, has gone as clear as crystal immediately, and you're in your best sense of mind. And you see this cottage with blinding white nothingness around.
That's quite nice, doesn't it? Pretty good state of mind right now. So yeah, he kind of walks up and knocks on the door. Hello? Anyone in?
I'm just going to do this.
Oh.
The door opens, and inside. Actually, I won't do this for descriptors. I don't know. I could, but then that'd feel mean. I'll just do a descriptor. I'll do it once. Yeah. So as you open up and it goes inside, kind of getting this kind of light, but it kind of clears away. Your eye gets used to the inside, and yes, this inside this cabin, this wooden cabin, is littered with hobby equipment. There's like tools, crafts, books, plant pots, and there seems to be some sort of dwarf in very practical kind of clothing with like a leather apron, kind of away, kind of messing around with. They got some clamp, it looks like, with some. They've got some bits of wood that they're kind of trying to saw and get together, and. Actually, I probably should have come up with a voice for this beforehand, but alas, we find ourselves where we are. What should I do? Oh, do come in, yes. No, that's too similar to the other one. I want something that's... give me a second, sorry guys. I want like a good voice for this. I don't know whether to pick some just random accent, or whether to go for something that's a bit more...
Go for a German accent.
Actually, I think...
Like a
I'm actually thinking the exact same thing.
No, I know exactly it. It's just going to be mine.
Okay.
So, come in, and they'll just turn to you and be like, "Oh, hi. Nice to see another person. Do you mind holding this down? This clam, it's a bit fiddly. I need to..."
Like, hello. Okay, that'll help you. Where are we, by the way? Where is this place?
"Oh, this is just my my cabin. It's lovely. Like, do you like it? There's lots of fun crafts around
It's
here."
really nice. It's really lovely, isn't it? But
You
why is it all white on the outside? And
it's just not to disturb me or anything, It's I just want to be left to myself sometimes. It's nice having some people coming in. Are you good with a saw at all?
I don't really know. I haven't really used one. I can try, I guess.
Now's the time. If I hold this clamp and I hold it still, if you can cut like a jigsaw kind of pattern, kind of like, do you dovetail joints?
Yeah, okay. I'll
It's
give
a bit
it.
difficult for your first try.
I'll
But...
give it a go then. Okay, but like, How did I get here? Why was there? Do you know about the mirror that was like in the real world? Are we in the real world right now? I'm very confused, Mister.
Don't worry too
I'm
much,
Alan Ballard.
Alan.
What's
It's
your
all right,
name?
Alan.
What's your name?
Oh well.
What is your name?
I've written this down. I don't want to get you for this. I've written it down somewhere. Where did I write it down? I'll just improvise it. It's like, oh well, I have lots of names from different people. Everyone likes to give me a different one.
Yeah, but what's your actual name?
Well, AO is my name.
AO. Okay.
Yeah,
hello.
AO.
So, yeah, are we in the real world right now? Are we in some kind of other dimension or something like?
Well, a bit of a different dimension, really. I mean, some people are always asking, like, what is going on here? They're quite like a happy dwarf. She's seemingly quite bouncy. She's quite, she just seems quite relaxed and calm. She's like, oh, this is just a bit of I sometimes move around where I am. It's like so many beautiful places around.
There just looks like a bunch of white around here to me.
Well, if you step out, then you do see some beautiful things. I love all the green. I really loved how I don't know, of all the things I've made, I love trees. I thought they were just so beautiful, aren't they? What do you think of trees?
I think trees are pretty good, to be honest. I live near a bit of a forest, they're alright. But, I've answered my question that, so have you made this place another dimension or something, and just to get away from the world? Has it always been another dimension? What's going on here? I'm really confused.
Oh, nice. You've cut a really good angle on that. You're a natural, you are. Oh, it's kind of here, it's neither there. I mean, mortal minds kind of find it hard to really understand, so I don't really like to explain. Whatever kind of floats your boat,
Yeah. And how come I feel alright now? Because I was really drunk before. I got a lot of alcohol, you see, but my brain's actually alright. I don't feel drunk. I'm not even hungover. How do you do that? Why don't I have a hangover or anything?
Well, I could say if you were drunk, you wouldn't have been able to do such a good job with this joint. Wow, that's a nice two bit of wood together.
How do you fix my brain so easily? That's a really interesting talent you've got there. I'd quite like that myself. I'd quite like to.
Wow, I would love to answer, but someone else is knocking. You hear almost like a knock at the door. If you turn to look back, it's gone, she's gone, the room's gone, it's white. You kind of see whiteness for a few seconds. And I think it's literally all you can see in your eyes is just white, as if you're standing on a landscape of just. And then you find yourself popping out back into the real world. You kind of pop out with two people with a rope, but we'll get onto that in a bit.
Do I have my memory, and am I still drunk?
You are back to being drunk. You do not remember anything of that conversation.
Okay.
Oh.
You have very, very vague ideas of having a conversation with someone and of whatever your opinion might have been. It's extremely vague.
Okay.
Next.
Do we see him pop out holding anything, like a wooden horse?
I will get to that later. I'll say you come out with. I'll say. No, I'll do that later. So, Benedict, you have not. I want to say. We'll say you appear again in this white space with this cabin, and of similar description, which I can describe again if you like. But it's this lovely cottage, and everything's just white around.
This is the first time in my entire existence I have my own conscience and my own conscience only.
This is really interesting. I love that.
I'm like,
your mind is crystal clear.
Crystal clear. Wow.
It feels
That's so quiet.
Yeah.
Wow. I kind of stop for a second, and I'll make my way forward to the house. Knock on the door.
They all swing open. and you see similar, all these kind of arts and crafts and all these things. And you see, again, dwarf, leather apron, crafting. They seem to be building something. They have 2 bits of wood that are stuck together at an angle, and they're trying to put the third one in, and they're there with a saw. Oh, hello, Benedict. Do you mind giving me a hand?
Sure.
It's hard getting these angles. Do you do much woodwork?
I wouldn't say that I do that much, to be honest, but I can sure help you if you need
Learning
help.
is great. I love learning.
Always happy to help.
Yeah, are you more of a saw or a holder? Are you more help?
I'm more of a holder.
Cool. If you hold that, I'm going to try and I'll see if I can do it as well as the person did the last one.
Gonna go. So, how are you?
Yeah, I'm actually doing quite good. Since like the last couple of months, I've been really nice rest. He was running around trying to fix all the stuff, like all the nonsense that I thought making all those gods, they'd be able to like sort stuff out, but they're just like a bunch of.
You made gods.
Wow. Oh yeah, I mean, there's just so much to sort out. There's the trees, there's the streams.
I love the trees.
Oh, thank you. I love trees as well.
Good job with the trees. Just the other day, I was hugging a tree, so I really appreciate that.
Yeah, you did hug quite a few trees, didn't you? Yeah, I love trees, but it's like to manage it all. It's Yeah, go ahead. What is it?
My head is clear for the first time in my existence.
Oh yeah, busy brain you have there, don't you?
Why did you torment me?
I've not tormented anyone.
I'm presuming that I might be mistaken here, but I'm presuming that you're a god. You made trees and you made other gods, so you're like the Almighty.
Well, I don't like to think about it too much.
And you decided to put 5 different souls in one body.
This is my exact point. You can't. I found when I made, each of those, I made all my sons and daughters, and yet, well, I don't know if I would call them sons and daughters. They're just messy. They cause wars. They cause chaos, and I'm finding I'm always having to clean up in some way. And I created these worlds to have a beautiful place to see.
Is there any chance that you could just remove them from me?
Quickly, is this something you actually want?
Canonically, yes. I want the personalities to be removed from myself.
Okay, well, if you're sure, Benedict, I'll do that for you. It's this sort of fixing all the time. I was really bored before, not because I didn't like helping, but because I'm a peace lover. I just love to sit there and paint the fields. I love to, I hate all this micromanaging. So, but time has run out. Thanks for you held that really well. I got a really good stable drawing. This really.
I'm glad I could be of service.
Great. Well, hopefully I'll speak to you another time.
Yeah.
Have a nice rest of your day.
Thank you.
And again, it kind of bleeds out into white. And you again find yourself in pure white before you appear outside, probably just after Alan. Last of all, so we've got you now. So Othello, you come again into this white space with this nice cottage, and you look down and the rope's not on you anymore. But you again crystal clear. You're no longer feeling drunk or anything.
I'm coming for the portal. I'm like slurring, still a bit drunk. I'm like, what? Oh, gosh. Golly gosh, where am I? The rope. And then I see the cottage.
Can you hear a message?
Oh.
I'm thinking, we'll go over exactly what you hear, but I think you'll hear imagine someone like over the radio who's like, it's going to be very garbled, but you're going to probably pick up some things, which will be interesting.
Can I hear anything from his side?
If you try to talk...
So I said, what can you see?
You probably don't make out what he's saying. I'm thinking you might hear like faint sounds of someone's trying to talk to you, but you don't really quite kind of look around. You're not quite getting it, but it's a strange feeling that someone's trying to talk to you. But
so I don't remember kind of like.
You know that he was trying to, but you don't. You get the sense someone's trying to talk to you, but you don't actually hear the words.
Okay.
Sorry, do we still feel like we're grounding something at the other end of a rope, or does it feel
It feels like you're grounding something.
Okay, cool.
It feels like, because there's tugging, so there's like
Yeah,
weight.
so it still feels like we are. Yeah,
Straight
we are
in.
ready to tug Dr. Othello back.
What was that? I can't make it out.
Do I also similarly receive static?
Yes, it's quite static, and we'll go over exactly what you might hear over the course of it.
Just in case you can hear me, it's white. There's a cottage. I'm going to go into the cottage, but it's lovely here. Oh, it's so lovely. I don't want to leave. Knock on the door.
Door swings open. You see a similar scene in front of you, all the crafts and stuff, with the female dwarf there working on some things. Othello! Oh, lovely to see you as well.
Oh, you know my name? Hello?
Well, of course. Why would I not know your name?
Have we met?
Well, no, but also yes. It's a bit of a, again, it's one of those weird ones where, sorry. Let me run it down for a few seconds. It's one of those weird ones where mortals, it's a bit hard to explain. It kind of scrambles the brain, and you can unscramble it, but I'd rather not scramble your brain. It kind of sounds like that when it happens. So I'd rather not do that to you.
Okay. What is this place?
It's
Can
a
I ask
lovely
who you
cottage.
are?
You can call me AO, but everyone calls me something different. Not many people call me by my actual name, but I never really had a name to begin with, because why have a name if there's no one to address you? It's quite weird, actually, the whole thing of names. You guys love names, but I guess it's a bit different environment for you guys. But
Okay.
can you get it woodworking by chance? I've got kind of see like 3 planks of wood now that are forming. They've put a couple bits on, and it seems they've done this.
I've never made anything before, but I'm happy to help. What are you building?
I'm trying to build this like a bird box. I think it'd be really nice to get this outside in a tree somewhere, because I love trees. And
I love trees too. Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yes. Well,
there's no trees here. It's just white.
Oh, I can see trees.
You can see trees outside.
Oh yeah, you probably can't. Yeah. So I move around a little bit, depending on where I'm feeling. So, but yeah, sorry. You'll see trees again when you go out, I think. Yeah. But are you a bit more of a? I need to put some nails in here. Are you any good with
I can hold the wood.
You can hold the wood.
Yeah.
You're not much of a whacker.
I could try the whack. I can try the whacking.
Yeah, you can try. I'll put some nails in. Don't hit my fingers.
It's fine.
And they'll kind of line up some nails for you to pop in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hammer them in.
So I'm really confused. Why did you make this place? Why did I walk through some kind of portal and end up here?
Oh, you just walk through. I don't know. You can call it World's Mirror or something. The World's Edge. I don't know. I've heard some people call it different things.
World's
but
Edge.
If you want, it sounds a bit dramatic though.
I've heard that before.
I just call it my door. You know.
Your door?
Can
I enter again?
Yeah. But well, yeah, occasionally. But I had to shove all these kind of lands together, and it got a bit dicey. So there's a certain kind of border for kind of things, because
Well, what do you mean you put things together? Did you cause this chaos?
Chaos is. I'm not happy with what some of the gods have been doing, and I want to pick some new gods. I want to test some people. I want to see. There's a lot of good people out there. Instead of creating people, I want to just see who's. I want to see who's out there, rather than just, these nepo baby comes to mind. But I'm sure we'll talk again soon. Well done with the nails. As you kind of look at what you created there, and you look back, it's faded to white, and you find yourself again in white. complete blinding white, and you pop out into outside. We'll say that the garbled stuff you heard, like you see, as soon as Othello like disappears, over that kind of maybe like 5 minutes or something, you hear like the occasional garble thing, but like really spaced, not at the speed you talking, but like slowed down and garbled. You piece together a few things. You hear something about there being like there's whites and there's a nice, or like you hear something like a cottage. And you hear some odd bits of some of the questions, but you make trees you make out or something. You don't get much more than that. And again,
do I get the impression that you've talked to somebody?
You do get the impression that Othello's talked to someone, and you'll probably all pop out roughly after each other after 5 or so minutes have gone by, and you're back to whatever states you were beforehand, except Benedict. You're still drunk, but you're clear. Your head's clear of the noise.
Take those heads off.
Yes.
And so the two of you and the children are like with the end of the rope, and you kind of see the three of them appear and looking a bit like the three again can't remember anything apart from very vague. You spoke to somebody, and whatever your kind of opinion of them kind of was, but just very, very rudimentary. Take away from any of that.
Do we have any like objects similar to the toy
Did
horse?
we take away? I was going to ask if I could take something from that time.
You don't currently have anything in your hands, but you do come out and you're greeted by the two of you with the rope.
Like, oh, hello there. What have you got a rope that's going into? What's that mirror there?
Has Othello come out? Yeah.
What's going on here?
Again?
Has Othello come out? Yeah.
Yes, Othello's come out, but the rope's still in the.
Hello.
We didn't tug 3 times.
Should we tug it back?
Well, try pulling it. Can we pull it?
Yeah, you can pull it back, and it's a bit tough, but eventually it pops out, and it's just the rope.
Is it still 50 foot?
It's 49 foot.
Oh, that's good enough. Okay.
Where did you go?
I don't really know, to be honest. I think I talked to someone.
Yeah,
What do I remember?
I don't know. I think they were quite nice.
Again, like I
though.
said, very.
What
about
understanding
Oh,
of
the
like
cottage.
you spoke to someone, you don't know who, you don't know what about.
I'm not even sure
So
I
there was
remember
some
the
sort of
cottage. I remember there was
conversation.
someone, and I
Not really
really
sure.
liked them.
Yeah, they were
I love
quite
them.
a nice person, weren't they?
What about the
They were
trees?
all right.
The trees.
Trees?
I love trees.
I like trees.
Trees are all right.
I like
yeah.
trees.
You like trees?
I think this person liked trees.
I think they like
I think
trees.
Do I remember that he liked trees?
You don't remember.
I think they were quite a good person, so I think they
Yeah,
liked
no.
trees. They're like every good person.
Every
in this
good
world.
person.
I'm very good for
Right.
this.
It was a lovely
There's a
place.
person
Do you love trees?
I think so. I'm not really sure.
You should
I haven't
go.
made my mind up about trees yet.
Well, you should like trees.
Should like them. They're everywhere, and
Look at
they're
them.
really big and they're really green.
Fun
and they
fact.
just make everything better.
That they allow you to breathe.
They are life.
I
Yeah,
like-
used to breathe all the time without trees, so you know.
Did you?
You're gonna get really annoyed if I go through the mirror.
I've planned that everyone will. So
Okay.
That's your decision.
Well, I'm thinking literally while this conversation's going on, I'm really confused. I'm just gonna walk into the mirror.
You just go straight.
Pixie, no!
No, it's all right. You talk,
It's all
It's-
right.
it's
She'll just
lovely
have
in
a
there.
good
talk
Love
to
it.
a really pleasant person, I think.
Am I? Is it
Can't
all the
really
same to
remember.
me, or?
They were quite
Yeah,
nice.
I'm just going to see how Zarthul reacts to you.
I'm going to try and reach in
You start to feel
and
a
grab a bag.
pull. Well, if you've gone in and you try to go in to the mirror to grab her where you see her disappear, you will still start to feel a pull, and if you want to restrain, like pull yourself back, it's going to take some strength.
I exert some strength.
Roll me athletics.
I'm expecting or hoping to fail.
I kind of want you to succeed. I'm like,
Rolled a 1.
Did you actually roll a 2 and roll a
I
1?
rolled a 1, and my modifier is -1.
So you rolled 0.
You try to like pull back, and you're sucked in head first. And but we'll come back to you, Pixie. You find yourself in this blinding white room. You've had enough white. You think you've got a well, actually, you would have thought you'd have a migraine coming on with all this blinding white stuff you've seen today. But your head feels crystal clear, and there's a cottage in front of you.
Can I turn back to try and go back the way I came?
You can.
Can I go back the way I came?
You can walk back the way you came.
Yeah.
The cottage neither gets smaller nor bigger.
I'm gonna go. Can I look in the window?
The inside of the window is just blinding light coming out. It's white.
I will go and open the door then.
As the door opens again, you see all the crafts and the stuff, and you see this dwarven figure tinkering away. Oh, Pixie! Nice to see you as well. Getting the whole gang.
Oh, you heard of me?
Well, of course. Why would I not have heard of Pixie, the bard, and all your songs? You know, I really liked your edition of the Greater One. That was a good song. Yeah, I know you're not much of a practical. I mean, would you describe yourself as a practical person?
I'm extremely practical as long as it doesn't hurt my nails.
Well, you might be really good with a file then, with said nails. If you could help me file down these bits, I just need them to stick together.
Sure thing, darling.
Cool. If you could just go for this bit there. You doing all right today?
It's been a strange old day, I must say. Where am I?
Here, there, neverwhere. It's always hard to explain to mortals. You know, your brains get a bit fried.
Well, I was kind of led here by some children. There was a little boy came through, and the mirror thing, and he came back with a horse, and they came and got me, and they wanted me to come here.
Oh yeah, those children, they were lovely.
Did you send for me?
Oh no, I didn't. If they did, that was on them.
Oh.
I just made a little wooden horse skill, something I was working on at the time. I was building up to this bird box. It's starting to get a good shape now, actually.
I mean, it looks very nice.
Thank you.
But where am I?
Well, again, it's just call it my home, I suppose.
It's
what
lovely.
Thank you. It's just what I've been working with. I wanted a bit of a break from. I don't know. I'm always having to chase after those gods. They're running around in circles all the time.
Oh, tell me about it.
I know. You've been dealing with Lathander, haven't you?
Yeah, why can't he keep his clothes on?
He's such a sweetie, but he gets himself into so much trouble. I mean, all of them. And this is the problem. When you try to make someone with a certain idea in mind, you get all the good qualities, but then all the bad qualities from that as well. I'd love if I could find someone to just to take their place. You know, someone who's got good qualities in all the ways. I know that you think, Pixie, that you have all these good qualities, and there are so many things you can do good. So I'd love for you and anyone else to try and contend. And
a competition. I am very good at competitions.
Well, you'll certainly like this one, with the prize at the top being Ascension. So, yeah, small prize.
That sounds wonderful. What do I have to do?
Well, you know, you guys will figure it out with time, but it's more of I want to test everyone's, their qualities, their personality. I want to make sure that the person who reaches to take the place of these gods, I want them to be right. I want them to be, I've set up a few places around the kind of land you guys are on. I've got a few around, but the place you guys live, there's a few places, and if you find them, then hopefully they might test you. And I want the best person to send, the strongest, the most able-minded.
Is this Kaz's afterlife?
We're out. Well, I'm sure Kaz can talk to me at some point, but you've done a really good job here with this. It's nice and filed. Just needs a finishing touch. Well, I'll talk to you another time, Pixie.
Huh.
And
Try some glitter.
I will. And again, it goes white as you pop out to everyone else, but Zarthul's not there. Zarthul, again, same thing. You've in this white, cottage. You know the drill here.
Where is Pixie?
Pixie's not anywhere to be seen.
I yell out, Pixie!
It kind of echoes back to you faintly, but with very large gaps between the echoes.
I cast Detect Thoughts. I
Anywhere in
spend 3 of
particular?
my sorcery points and burn this spell slot, just looking 30 feet in every direction.
Yeah. You find it doesn't burn a spell slot actually casting the spell.
Interesting.
And as you look around, detect
Fireball.
thoughts, you don't. It's just silent.
And there's a cottage. What's behind me if I go backwards?
Just white light.
And nothing either side of me. Nowhere
Just
else
the
to
sound
go.
of a dog. You can't see the dog though. It's a strange feeling.
Okay, well, let's have a look in this cottage then. Maybe
Yeah.
Pixie's there.
Sure.
I go into the cottage.
Yeah, you open the door, and again you see this setting as I described of crafty bits and all sorts in this dwarf there, tinkering with what looks like a nice little birdhouse, but it's still looking a little bit. It needs a bit of it. It's not completely fixed yet, but Zarthul, nice of you to drop by.
I haven't dropped by. I walked into some weird portal. Where is Pixie?
Oh, I just had a chat with Pixie. She's really good. Oh yeah. Maybe. Give it a second or two. Yeah, Pixie's really good with the old file. I suppose she is really great with her nails and everything. So, not a big surprise there. She did a really good job finishing up the nice, I don't want sharp edges. Don't want the birds getting cut.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, that's fine. Do you mind helping me? I just want to get this final, I need a little hole here in the center. Are you any good with like a drill?
No, I am not a craftsman.
Well, there's always some time to learn. I think you have it in you, Zarthul. You look like quite the crafty. I bet you are really good in a lot of situations. You know how to use your spells.
Well, the last time I did try to craft things went very wrong.
Yeah,
You
they
should
did.
know about that.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But this is a safe space. But if you don't feel up to it, you can hold on. And I just need to get this still so I can drill through. Birds can't get in if there's no hole.
Am I going to remember any of this?
Probably not. Depends on how strong your mind is. Scrambles the brain a bit, being there.
Do have resistant to psychic damage if that helps.
Might do.
What? Who are you?
I have all these names. AO, people love to give me, they all know they call me all sorts of stuff, so call me whatever you want. I'm used to it.
I'll call you whatever you say you are called.
AO, then. I'm not used to names, really.
What is this place?
That's my home, really.
What have you done with Pixie?
It's okay, Zarthul. She helped me build this, and she's popped out. She's probably outside again. Out back in the forest.
I go to look.
It just looks white outside.
There is no forest. What forest are you talking about?
Oh, sorry, yeah, you can't see. Oh, she is out there. I can send you back if you like. You can go and...
I just want to find Pixie and get out of here.
Sure, I can send you back. If you just help me with this, I'd be super appreciative. I can finish it myself, but I think...
Fine.
it'd be
What
nice
do you
for us to
need?
try. If you could just hold on, get it still so I can finish drilling the hole. Really appreciate that. Thank you, Zarthul. You're the best. Drilling. All right, that's looking really good now. Just look at paint, and they'll kind of throw some strokes on it with some blue and green, which didn't just on the side on some shelving, and nice. What do you think of that then? It seems to have miraculously dried already.
I don't know. What does it look like? It looks adequate.
I'll take that for my first bird box. I've been doing a lot of woodwork. This is a bit of a new one for me. I don't know you guys do all this, moving hands and stuff, but I'm getting used to it slowly. These tools you guys have. Love your stuff, but sorry, I'll let you get back to Pixie. I know it's distressing you. Don't want to stress you out.
Good.
And you'll see whites appear as you disappear and come back. And there's the 5 of you. So you two, what you remember, I would say, you remember, again, having some conversation with someone. You kind of feel like there was some competition or something you were told about, but you don't really remember much, really anything about it. You feel like it was something very, very important, and it's quite bothering you, in fact, that you can't tell exactly what it was, because it seems so important in your mind. You see, you have resisted psychic damage. I'll say.
What was it? Mental fortitude you have?
No, because
you are
right.
Gitzurai.
Yeah.
I will give you, because you are Gitzurai, and this is like, mental fortitude is their kind of thing. You'll remember slightly more, and as you remember going in there, and there was some sort of white light, there was some sort of building, you think, and you spoke to someone in there who called themselves AO.
Hey-o.
Hey, why do you guys always do this to me? Whatever you want. Just remember that name, AO. You can't really remember anything else.
No.
And
don't remember the adequate bird box by any chance.
No, but you feel something heavy in your hand.
Ooh.
And if you look down, you see a bird box, and you look at it and you think, that looks
Adequate.
Do you actually know what it is, though? You ever seen a bird box before?
No, I'm not sure I have seen a bird box before.
Yeah. But if you turn it upside down and look at the bottom as you're looking at it, you kind of see everyone's signatures here, whatever they be, scratched into the bottom, and then there's also AO scratched in.
Ooh.
And I'm like,
What the hell is this?
Where have you been, Zarthul?
I was after you.
Oh, it's adequate. Oh, it's lovely.
There's still like, there's
What the
still
hell is a
fish.
bird box?
Did you make that?
woodwork. I didn't know you made fish.
I don't.
Let's have a look.
Let's pass it.
Let's have a look
Give
at
it to Pixie.
Oh.
You've got right talent.
Hey, we've all signed this.
my signature, isn't it?
That's my signature.
I don't remember signing this.
Neither do I.
What's going on
Do you remember meeting AO? Heyo.
AO. It's signed here. AO. Do I
Someone in there.
No.
recollect? No. Not do I remember it, but do I recognize a name?
I never
We remember
actually
talking to
it
someone.
rings a bell, but you're not sure. You're a bit like, I don't
Like in
know.
a song or something. Never like.
Yeah, you don't know where you've heard it from. You feel like you maybe heard of that name before, but you're not sure where.
Yeah, I don't know about
Is
it.
the mirror still there?
Yes.
I'll stick my hand in.
Sure.
What happens?
It's the same tug as before
Okay. I tried to resist it.
from your athletics.
Hang on. Lost my thing.
This is classic D&D. I thought it was going to be a short one. It ended up being a long one. We'll finish this
Oh my
as soon as we
gosh,
can.
yeah.
What time is it?
18.
10 to
18.
11.
You are able to pull free and break out
Got to be up early tomorrow.
of the grip of the mirror. Your hand's there fine.
I don't know whether we should keep these things.
Well, that's a really nice bird box, and we all made it.
I agree. I think we should keep it.
Oh,
I
really?
think we should keep the bird box.
Yeah.
It's a nice. It's perfectly adequate.
It's going to be a good. It's a memory of this place because I don't know what happened over in the mirror, but it was quite nice. I think.
Yeah,
Whatever happened over there was nice.
There's someone in there.
Yeah, a nice person. Yeah,
A lovely
Was he
person.
nice? Were they nice?
We weren't
I think-
hurt. Do we look hurt?
Yeah.
I think. So.
I'm not hurting you now, but that doesn't prove that I'm nice.
I don't remember really anything, but what I do remember is I had a really nice conversation with someone.
And they like trees. Maybe.
I don't know if they might like trees. If they're nice,
I
they
think-
probably
I
do.
think
Yeah,
I like
trees.
They haven't
I like
made up my
trees.
mind
I
about
like
trees.
trees.
So we're going to keep the bird box, and I don't know. Maybe we'll
You
get
can
some.
put it in your inn.
We'll get some nice birds.
I mean, yeah, I think we should keep the bird. This is annoying. This is like when you have a song in your head and you don't know what it's
Oh my
from.
Surely we
God,
need
yes.
to make this mirror go away.
Why would it go away? I think other
It
people.
could cause harm.
How?
How?
Well, people could walk into it.
And
Yeah,
then walk
and then have a
back
nice
out.
Everyone
conversation
so
with
far,
us.
Zarthul has walked into it, hasn't had anything bad happen. They've
Yeah,
had some
what's-
memory loss,
The
but
kids will pipe up and they'll be like, So what is it then, weird people?
I don't really know. I just talked to someone who was quite.
I don't know.
It's some kind of portal that takes you to a white place.
A white place. Oh, what you tell me a bit more about it, dear?
I don't remember that much.
What do you remember like?
A building.
Building?
White.
Oh, I didn't know there was a building.
I didn't know there was a building.
You mentioned a cottage or something.
Did I mention a cottage?
Was it cottage?
I'll say that you didn't remember that, but maybe we could say that,
That
you
was
thought
one
it
of
was
the
a
things that we
cottage.
picked up.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
you're right, yeah. You heard
So I'm
cottage
piecing
back.
this together.
Yeah.
Well, what else did you hear?
Oh,
in the conversation?
So nice
Trees.
person in a nice cottage.
Nice
Oh, we
cottage.
want trees. Okay.
They seem lovely. Can we go back?
We should get more people to
But I
join
think
that.
it's still active. I stuck my hand in and I was getting
Yeah.
pulled in.
Well, hopefully some of the people will stumble across it. And,
But what would be
the...
what was the point?
Does there need to be a point?
Yeah, it's like
not everything needs to have a point.
But it's like the song with no name. It's just stuck in your head.
Sometimes you just have a nice conversation and there doesn't need to be a
No,
point
there was
behind it.
something important.
What was
Okay.
important?
Something important was said.
I feel that feeling as well. But I don't remember anything.
I feel like
Yeah.
something's happened. I don't know what, like. You never know.
Is there a way to regain our memories? I'm sobering up at this point.
I'm not.
I am really not.
I'd try firebolting the portal. I don't know.
Sure. Roll me a ranged attack roll.
Okay.
Well, I think it's fine. I got a nice little...
That is sweet.
What's
And
your-
it has
we
got
got-
your name on it?
We got a lovely bourbon.
No,
Now,
I'm showing it. It's got like their signatures. They're going, I don't... That's my name, but I don't have a signature. So I guess I'll choose that one. That was nice. It also says AO on it.
17.
What is your armor class?
12.
Firebolt comes out and hits you.
Oh, God.
well, it is a mirror, to be fair.
I could have told
Do I
you
take
that
1d10
was going to
damage?
happen.
Yes.
It's a mirror.
Okay.
Look, we're all skipping over the really important question here. Who's going to keep the bird box?
I think that goes to the inn.
We'll put it in the inn.
Alright, if you want. I'd quite like it, to be honest, but if you want
birds
to
in the
inn,
inn.
that's okay.
If it's in the inn, then we can all see it whenever we visit.
I don't visit the inn.
You can visit the inn.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I kind of start
Well,
laughing.
now I was like, maybe I will give you. I'm not going to give you the bird box.
Oh,
You're never even going to see it again. I'm going to put it in a secret place, and you have to pay to see it. Not everybody, just you.
okay.
Have
Well, I
you
would-
all got bird boxes then? And we've all got bird boxes.
No,
with
we
us.
have one bird box.
Well, I have one back in my old house, back where I
It's
used
got
to
all our
live.
signatures on.
Yeah.
And AO. Okay.
What does AO mean then?
Who's AO?
What does it mean?
It could just be like a abbreviation or something.
Initials.
It might not be initials.
I feel like I've heard, and this is what I mean. It's like when you wake from a dream and you know that you dreamt it and you can't remember it. But this bit, AO, I've heard that somewhere.
Perhaps
Before.
that was the name of the person that we spoke to.
Maybe, but I don't
Maybe.
remember. It's something I've heard before, but I don't know where.
Get the
No
feeling,
initials.
Pixie, you need to like look into this or something. You
I
get
need to look
a
this
burning
up.
desire to look into.
I think what we need to do right now is get back to the party
Yeah.
and have a good time and get this guy an empire.
Yeah! I'm going to be an empire!
Why do you want an empire?
An empire.
Because my village is going to be saved. My god's going to be happy. He's going to say, you started an empire, did what I asked you to.
What's wrong with your village? Why is
See when he said the word God, does that
Why
jog
is your
any of your
village
memories?
dying?
Well, it's going to get, because my god's
Not
being...
really.
He's
It's less
really
like
angry at us
jogging
and he's
memories.
threatened to burn it down
Anything
and
that has
kill
been
all of
said,
us.
you get like a
Unless we
faint,
get an empire.
like,
Unless
faint idea,
we
but
become the greatest
otherwise
empire and
no.
all. I saw some rubbish what he's on about, these war gods and conquering, and I don't really care for it.
He doesn't seem like a particularly followable god. I don't know.
Well, he doesn't really give you a choice then, does he?
I suppose if he's going to destroy your
that's
village.
such a cool.
Yeah,
plot
exactly.
point. I didn't thought about that. That was really cool though.
I feel like because you're drunk, no one's going to notice until you
Yeah.
sober up.
Yeah.
Have you noticed though?
No.
Hearing voices with different kind of voices.
yeah.
So if I still had time to pad, I would then have a demon pop out the mirror and your other personalities.
That would have been sick.
Maybe it'll happen next time we come over.
Maybe
Maybe
they'll
there's
turn
like
up at some other
Maybe
point.
there's a delayed onset on getting the other personality. I don't know what's happened to the other personalities. Like, are they dead? Are they going to get them on
We'll have to
bodies?
explore this at another point.
Ooh.
We have time.
They appear on your doorstep one day as children. They kind of have
You left me on that god's doorstep. I'm back to tell you. I didn't need you anyway.
Detect
You're such a
magic.
good father to me. Well,
Well, mine detect magic. It was just illusion.
No, I mean like on the bird box.
Oh, that's a point.
yeah, you can.
Do I still have it? I'm still, oh, this all happens in 10 minutes. Do I still have detect magic on?
Yes, just about.
What does the bird box
Right.
look like? Is it just a bird box? Because the
It's-
horse just looked like a horse.
Yeah, it looks still exactly the same, which is interesting in itself that it's not magical. But when they're saying that you guys go back to town, finish your party, having a good time, I'll say that at some point a big, fireworks, sparks appear and flash of light as Lathander makes an appearance in one of the nearby, and he's with a couple people from the Adventurers Guild.
Is he clothed?
Yes.
No.
He's probably, I don't know, as far as we last spoke, he was wearing some random kids' clothes, but he's probably slowly sorting out his wardrobe with different things.
Shirt not buttoned up correctly, but
Yeah.
at least it fits him.
Yeah. But I'll cover this quickly, just to get it tidied up. But essentially, he makes an appearance, and when you guys talk with him, I'll just do this a third-person conversation just to get it finished quickly for you guys. Essentially, he's spoken with Kevin and Sharp about, and they said oh, you guys had gone down, there was this burning place, and when he found out about it, he's like, oh, we've got to help, but he only found about it a few days later, and he's feeling much better, as Pixie had spoken about some magic herbs she had helped get, and he was able to actually speak with some people, and they've been actually really helpful for him, and we can figure out exactly what that looks like.
I remember those herbs.
You were in that session, the first one, session 1. And so he's feeling a lot better. You can see a lot of the wounds have healed and stuff. But he's said he's set up a teleportation circle so that you guys will be able to travel really quickly between the two towns. So you guys wanted to come back.
Oh, cool.
And he kind of blows it. He's like, oh, it's nothing. You know what Flanders like. He's just very
Such a
much.
humble guy.
He kind of is.
He's a god.
He is.
Is he still
lost in
crashing
the
at the
sky.
end, or is he on his merry way now?
I think he's still crushing at the end. Yeah.
Oh, it's like you could live anywhere, but you couldn't live
He
in
quite likes.
Pixie's rundown inn.
He quite likes Cape and Tully. It's
Oh.
nice. But
It's
he quite
the
likes-
entertainment. I mean, that's what you're saying.
He's more than welcome to come to the guidance.
No one's going
I
to
would-
the guidance.
I would say, in fact, because he's the god of new beginnings, he sees this rundown place, Cape and Tully, and he's sticking around because he likes the further of the people, the adventurers going around, and he wants to see this place build up. And he's told you this because he's very upfront and tells you way more information than you asked for. But just to explain that, have that finish, and that will be everything.
But I want to know how. Are we
How
going to
big is
maybe
this
do it like
empire
next
now?
time? Yeah. How did the negotiations go with the mayor?
Oh, yeah.
I think that whatever you negotiate while drunk probably becomes a bit like you both wake up the next day like, oh, what was I yapping on about?
No, I would have tried to get it in a contract while drunk.
The signature is illegible.
True.
It's an absolute scribble. If you ask me, like, that's not my signature. I don't know.
Yeah, there's like spelling errors all over the page. Well, no empire still.
But you can stay in contact with them in the future and see if manage that.
next session.
But just to tie everything off, because that's 11, which is way longer
Yeah, way
than I
later
thought it
than
was
we
going to be.
Just
Yeah.
a short
With-
session.
Thank you.